clean, healthy water every tap. Add a heater treater for just $4.99 to shield your plumbing from hard water damage. And when you bundle in HVAC or electrical service, you'll save 10% instantly. One call, one team, total home protection. Call NextGen, 833-3-NEXGEN, or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com today.
CSOB number 1011173.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Here we go, 12 o'clock in the Southland. Welcome into a live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. And welcome into the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. Johnny I's here as we await Ramona Shelburne, who was busy grilling Kawhi Leonard yesterday.
Yeah, she was.
She was great. Oh, we will get that audio. Her. We will talk to her, but she's on Momo time, which means Greg Bergman's in here for just a little bit. Good afternoon, producer Emily.
Hi.
Hi. Good afternoon, producer Brian Cohen.
Good afternoon.
We got the social team in the back. Let's officially kick off the show. The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Tuesday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Johnny, you okay? What are you doing?
Okay.
Headphones falling apart. Well, I mean, having a technical problem at this radio station is nothing new.
But this seems like a personal issue.
Always.
So why do you use those old school headphones and not ones like these Sonys right here?
Because
things like that.
those, as you know, Greg, disappear every day.
Yeah, but
nobody
we'll have your
steals
own.
These.
No one will.
So
ever
you need
steal
a pair
this.
of headphones that are personal, and we'll put a label on there that says Johnny I.
Yeah, but
we'll lock them up.
Yeah, but it doesn't work unless you're like Michael and you take it with you at all times.
Oh, that's like his microphone.
Yeah. Yeah, he takes it on. But anyway, welcome to the show. Brian's here, Emily's here, Morales is here doing live Imaging Tuesday. I asked Greg to come in because you are going to the Dodger game tonight.
Yes, going to the Dodger game.
6 o'clock first pitch. The playoffs are here. The 26-man roster is out. Now, Greg, biggest surprise to you on the 26-man roster is what?
Is Michael Conforto off, Justin Dean on?
Explain that to me.
So, well, they showed by the fact that Conforto has not been playing very often.
Right.
They were basically telling you without telling you that he was not going to make the roster.
But why Justin Dean?
Is for his speed and his defense. You're not going to get speed or defense out of Michael Conforto, and you're really not going to get hitting out of Michael Conforto either. So
I like it. I'm just surprised. I'm like you. I'm surprised by it.
Totally shocked that they did it. They just need the better outfield help. So that's why Alex Call and Justin Dean are on this roster.
All right. So here's my next question: the pitchers. Jack Dreyer, Tyler Glasnow, Edgardo Enriquez, Roki Sasaki, Tanner Scott, Emmett Sheehan, Blake Snell, Blake Trinan, Alex Vesia, Justin Robleski, and Yoshi Yamamoto. 11 pitchers for this 3-game series. Why Trinan and not Kershaw?
Well, Kershaw didn't make the roster because he pitched 100 pitches on
Right,
Sunday.
but we might need him on Thursday.
Might need him on Thursday. I kind of agree with you, but they were going to always go with Trinan. I think.
Why?
No
He can't get anyone out.
He can't get anybody. He also misses the plate consistently.
Right.
He walks a bunch of dudes.
Do you get why he's on this roster?
I think they still on Dave Roberts' trust tree.
Oh, that Dave Roberts bobblehead is getting busted earlier this year.
God,
Morales is already eyeballing it.
I can't wait.
He's got 3 different bobbleheads he wants to
Joe Davis,
bash.
Dave Roberts,
Why
and
Joe
the Kershaw.
Davis?
Just for the bit.
Oh, Joe Davis is great.
No, he's fantastic. He does a great job. But so they did not put Kershaw on because of what he did there. He's going to be ready for the DS if it gets there. They got to get through Cincinnati first. But this is very much, they said, because you pitched 100 pitches and because you went 5 1/3 on Sunday, you are not going to be on this roster.
All right, so we don't have the batting order for tonight yet. We'll probably get it at some point during our show. I'm assuming Will Smith being on here does not necessarily mean Will Smith is the starting catcher tonight. Probably unlikely to see him, right?
I assume that he is going to be. I mean, it'd be amazing if he is on there.
He took some swings last night.
Yeah, he took some swings, but he seems to be somebody that's going to
For
be
people
a
who don't know, he
pinch
has
hitter.
a fractured right hand, hairline fracture in his right wrist, which is kind of important when you're the catcher.
Right. So let's say it's a situation that you're in the bottom of the 7th, you need a run, and Ben Rortvet's spot comes up. You have Will Smith come up, hit for him, and then you go to Dalton Rushing as the catcher right afterwards. And then, by the way,
which is why they're carrying 3.
And if something happens to Dalton Rushing in that situation, Alex Call is the emergency one, so he's on this roster too. So you kind of have 4, actually.
By the way, 6 o'clock tonight, Dodgers-Reds, Game 1. You'll hear it here on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. And be sure to react tomorrow morning, the Blue Review with Bergie at 6:30 a.m. on our ESPN LA YouTube channel. And then, of course, at 7 a.m. with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Greg, are we carrying all 3 games of this series?
Well, we will carry the first 2. We will not carry the Thursday game because it's Thursday Night Football with the Rams.
Thursday Night Football.
Oh, and the Rams are on. Yeah.
But it'll be on the app.
It will be on the app. Every game that's in the postseason will be on the app. Every one of them.
Obviously, Mason's not here today. He's not feeling well. Ramona is going to pinch hit for Mace, but she's doing NBA today, so she'll be over in about 15, 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's talk about this game tonight. Greg, there may be an analytic-based reason why Blake Snell is starting Game 1 tonight.
Okay, love it.
Did you know? I did not.
The more you know.
Yeah. The Reds are horrible against left-handed starting pitching. They rank 26th in Major League Baseball against left-handed starters this season. That's got to be why Snell got the ball Game 1 instead of Ohtani or Yamamoto, right?
Well, yes, but it's probably a really big reason of it. But you also have to think that you have 3 guys, and Snell, Yamamoto, and Shohei Ohtani, that they're all completely interchangeable. You want Snell in that situation for the analytics you're talking about, but he also last year, he no-hit the Reds last year. He, in the second half of the season, he's way, way better than he is in the beginning in the season. So this is kind of in the sweet spot for Blake Snell right now, and he came here as the starter, he's supposed to be the big gun.
Right. So here's my guess. You tell me if you disagree with any of this. Here's my guess of what the Dodger lineup will be tonight against right-hander Hunter Green, who is a right-handed strikeout machine.
He's
really, really good, and that's why this game tonight is super interesting. I'm jealous that you're going.
But he hasn't been particularly good against the Dodgers. The one time they saw him this year,
they hit him
a lot.
Although, did you see his last start?
Yeah,
his last start was amazing. He won 1 hit over 8 innings. I think he struck out 10.
He strikes out a lot of guys. He doesn't walk a lot of guys, but he has a lot of power, so that actually feeds into the Dodgers a little bit. Because if he's going to supply the power to guys like Shohei and Mookie and Freddie, it's going to really help them out a lot.
Right.
Okay,
Pages,
so
by the way, 3 for 5 with 3 home runs.
Okay, so that's you took me where I want to go. So I've got Shohei leading off at DH, Mookie batting second, playing short.
Yep.
Freeman batting third, playing first.
Yep.
Now, this is where it gets interesting. I would think you put Teo fourth, but because of what you just said about Andy Pages, how well he's hit Hunter Green, Pages fourth maybe?
I don't think they'll do it because they like him lower in the lineup so that the bottom of your lineup isn't just a complete mess. They like to have him.
So you like Teo fourth.
Yeah, Teo fourth.
Muncy fifth. So far we've gone left, right, left, right, left, right.
Yep.
And then you probably put Pages sixth.
Yep. Pages is going to go sixth. Then probably, I would assume, since Conforto's not in the lineup, I'm assuming that Kike might make it in there. He's always a right-hander also. He'll probably be in that seventh
Wait,
spot.
instead of Edman?
So Edman switch hitter. So yeah, you can go Edman there.
Yeah. So I think Edman goes 7. Rojas goes 8. Rojas, who's going to play second? I think it's Rojas.
Yeah. I don't know what the lineup is, but if Rojas is there, then yes, Rojas 8, and then the catcher 9.
Right. Somebody made the argument to me today. This is why you pay Kike to play in the postseason. So if you do that, who do you sit?
So you have to figure out who your 3 outfielders. Who are your 3 outfielders in that situation? It was Edman. If it's Edman, Teo, and
center,
Pajas,
Teo and Pajas.
You stick with that.
Yeah. Which one of those guys do you sit?
He can come in. You don't sit any of them. Those guys. If
you play him at second instead of Rojas, Rojas has had a great month.
Yeah, I think it really depends on what you're going to do, and I don't know what they're going to do there. You're talking about having lefties on there, so I think by Edman being a switch hitter, he's definitely going to be in. If you want to have Rojas at second, then you can, and then it's not going to be. That's going to be your lineup that you set out there in the outfield. If you put Edman at second, you can put Kike in left field. So if you want to play Kike, I just think no matter what, he's a bat off the bench, and that's going to be what his roles. He hasn't hit well enough over the last month, even after he got injured, that he warrants a spot just because he's playoff Kike. I'm not ready for that.
All right, so I think the Dodgers win the series, but I don't know if they're going to win tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I think Hunter Green gives the Reds their best chance at winning. I'm not going to freak out if the Reds win tonight, because then you have Yamamoto and Shohei going in games 2 and 3, and I think the Dodgers will be favored in both of them.
We are underway in Chicago, by the way. The Padres and the Cubs.
Go
Cubs.
The other game that's going on is Detroit 2, Cleveland 1 in the top of the 8th in Cleveland.
Lindsay's already losing her mind that the Gordos may lose this one out of the gate.
Yeah, but Detroit has been horrible.
How great will it be if the Dodgers lose today? And we're all losing our minds.
It'll be awful. What are you talking about? What would be great about it?
Amazing content.
For the radio, it'd be great. For me and my brain, it would be terrible.
No, I think the city would literally freak out if the Dodgers lose tonight.
I don't think they'll freak out. Like, to your point, you said you won't freak out because they lose game 1. I don't think they will.
If they get knocked out by the Reds, I'll buy a Reds hat. And I'll wear it. I'll bring out my Barry Larkin starting lineup figurine from 1990.
Can you get the Chris Sabo glasses?
I have the Chris Sabo. I don't have the glasses, but I have the starting lineup. Those little Upper Deck. Right. No. What were they called? The little figurines. Starting lineups, right?
Right.
Greatest
Red of all time, Pete Rose.
I mean, yeah. Sure. I think so.
Yeah.
And he managed. Now he was betting while he was managing.
Either him or Joe Morgan, who went back-to-back MVPs.
I think a lot of people would say Joe Morgan because he's a better human being, most likely, than Pete Rose.
Yeah, I don't think Pete Rose is not the greatest. Or
way better player than person. Let's just say
that.
There you go.
That's a good way to put it.
You can say that about a lot of people. All right, well, we've got a ton of stuff coming at you today. Momo will be along shortly. Greg, what's your prediction for tonight?
So I think the Dodgers do win tonight because to M's point, they do hit Hunter Green pretty well. He provides a lot of power. So I think they're going to win tonight. And Blake Snell is so good and so good against this team, especially. I think the Dodgers win 4-1.
Morales, if he brings somebody in from that bullpen.
It's going to be
That's why Tyler Glasnow's there. That's why Emmett Sheehan is there.
I can't wait.
If he brings in one of these idiots from the bullpen, I swer to God, I'm turning the game off.
It's going to be a pandemonium Wednesday.
Never turn the game off. I am
never. If I see Blake Trinan or Alex Vesia running out of that bullpen tonight, I am turning the game off. We know how that movie ends.
Well, if it's Alex Vesia, you have to feel a little bit better, but it's Trinan, I understand what you're feeling. If it's Tanner Scott, I understand how you're feeling. But that's the whole point of having.
If they bring in Tanner Scott or Blake Trinan tonight, they deserve to lose.
If Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman do not go, if they have a lead, if they do not go Snell into Glasnow or Sheehan, they're doing it wrong. Period. End of story.
Okay. When we come back, Marcus Spears from ESPN. You guys know Marcus Spears?
Yeah,
of course.
Of course, no Marcus
Come on,
Spears.
Johnny I.
He is trying to start something that Michael and I have been trying to start for 5 years. I don't think it will work, and I'll explain why next. Gang's all here. Morales is here for late. Greg's hanging out for a little while. We're waiting on Momo. Emily's here. Brian's here. Mason and Ireland. ESPN LA.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
We're like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody. The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the stylish yet capable Santa Fe Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Get 0% APR on the Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid, or get up to $3,500 bonus cash on select trims. See your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice's double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, Thursday, October 2nd, this Thursday, for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HPC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older. See you there Thursday.
Hey, it's Cap. Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, no commissions, no open houses, and no costly repairs. With Seller's Advantage, we'll make you a fair, competitive cash offer with no surprises. Check out what one of the sellers had to say. Seller's Advantage was a lot easier, faster, and more rewarding than listing my house. I worried about getting a low offer, but theirs matched the value I was hoping for and much higher than their competitors. They gave me time to decide, and the process was friendly, fast, and anxiety-free. I highly recommend Seller's Advantage. Call Seller's Advantage today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. That's sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Come out for a day of golf and fun and support the men and women who fight for our freedom. On Tuesday, November 11th, the Pacific Palms Resort in the City of Industry will play host to the 2025 Land of the Free Foundation Veterans Day Golf Classic. All proceeds from the tournament will go directly to the charities who support the men and women of our armed forces. For more info on the tournament, please visit landofthefreefoundation.org or call 562-833-4361. That's landofthefreefoundation.org.
12:16 on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence, Mason, and Ireland. Let's say this real quick. It is a final. Ron Washington is out as the Angels manager. That'll fix everything. Just get another manager.
And so is Ray Montgomery, who replaced Washington. They're both gone. No word yet on Perry Manassian, but the Angels are going to have a new manager next year. I think
Artie should just go down there and manage the team.
Greg, I would compare what's going on with the Angels to what's going on at UCLA football. You can keep changing the coach or the manager if you want, but you need wholesale changes at the top, or else you ain't going anywhere.
No, fully agree with all that.
Do you guys think I proposed the Ireland plan yesterday?
Is this like Bergey's OPP plan or PPP?
IPP plan.
IPP.
Right. So here's the plan.
IPP?
If you own a professional sports franchise, okay, and your team has 10 consecutive losing seasons, you got to sell. You can sell for the fair market value. We're not going to ask you to take a loss on your team. We'll determine what your fair market value is, but you have to get out. Do you think I could ever push that through? Or everybody would obviously sue because these teams are assets, but it's a league. So you can make your own rules.
I mean, you can, but don't you have to go through all of the other owners, and all of the owners have to decide all that kind of thing?
What I'm saying
why
is
would
you make it
owner
a charter. You put as part of the charter for owning a professional baseball team.
Okay, this is just baseball.
You have to be competitive.
So it's not all sports.
You
just
have
baseball.
10 consecutive losing seasons. Someone else gets to try it. The Angel fans deserve better.
So do you get cash? Does MLB buy it from you?
Sure.
Okay.
At whatever the fair market value is, and then they'll sell the team to somebody who can maybe make them more competitive.
So you're allowing MLB to then sell the team.
like it.
They basically did that to the Dodgers. They got Frank McCourt out.
Right.
And then they brought Mark Walter in, and look what happened.
Now, here's the question. Do you get to pull the little scams like Frank McCourt did, like hold on to the parking lot or hold on to the stadium?
I don't care about any of that stuff as long as you get a new name owner for the Angels.
So does Artie Moreno still own the stadium, or does that go with the team in that scenario?
I don't care as long as Artie is not making any personnel decisions for the team.
It's fair.
He's not picking the manager. He's not picking the GM. He's not picking the players.
They got good cookies over there at Angel Stadium.
Do they have good cookies?
Not like the little.
Oh, you know what they did? Especially in that Coors Light
Claire's
chill
cookies?
zone? Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, I just think 11 straight years of losing rights is ridiculous.
No, have Artie Moreno as your owner who does not care about winning, which is weird because he'll spend money on bad players.
Right.
But
10 years is enough of a sample size where if you can't get and by the way, you don't even have to take the playoffs. You just have to win 82 games. You have to have a winning record.
At least once.
When was the last time they had a winning record? It's been at least 10,
I think
15
like,
years. 10 years.
I think like 2014, 2015.
Yeah, 2014.
I mean, it's insane. And yet nobody's addressing the elephant in the room. The fish stinks from the head. This is Artie.
And then you brought it back to UCLA for a second, but they are doing the exact same thing. By having Martin Jarman continue to be in charge of this whole situation that's happening at UCLA, you're just spinning a wheel at this point.
Right.
He's not going to
He should absolutely not select the next coach.
Absolutely not.
So
He's been wrong every
2015,
time.
they had 85 wins. So 10 years.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go. So
Good
this
guess.
year, after this year,
it is
no
a
good.
final.
So there was only 1 year that they went to the playoffs 1 year with Mike Trout. They did not make the playoffs at all with Shohei.
Mike Trout has 3 playoff games to his
one series.
One series against the Red Sox. They lost all 3.
Do you know how many hits he had in that series?
I think 1, and it was a home run.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah.
1 hit and 1 home run.
Just
That's all he's
ridiculous.
ever had in his entire
Do you
career.
guys blame Trout for continuing to marry himself to the
Yes.
Angels?
Yes.
100%.
So do I.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so do I.
He's had multiple
I think
chances
less
to
of
leave.
him for staying.
Agreed.
I really do.
He had multiple chances to leave, and he hasn't. So he does not care about winning. He just cares about being comfortable.
All right. Updates. No score in Chicago between the Padres and the Cubs. And in Cleveland, the Tigers lead the Indians by a score of 2-1.
Is Skubal still in?
And
He
they
just got
took him out with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. And by the way,
Wow,
Greg,
he went into
this
the
is
8th.
exactly what I think the Dodgers should do tonight. They should leave Blake Snell in the game through the 8th inning
100%.
unless he's struggling.
Did you see what he did? Maybe it was 2 starts ago when he was going into the 7th inning and he did not want to leave. Dave came out and actually went back to the dugout, allowed Blake Snell to finish
love
out
it.
that inning. So he's that guy. He wants to go as long as he possibly can. I don't think he cares about pitch count.
I don't want to see that bullpen have any activity in it at all until absolutely effing necessary.
Especially in this wild card series, if they do not go to another starter, it's
stupid
travesty.
to take him out.
Do not leave him in,
Completely
and when
with
you're
you.
done, go to another starter. You have Glasnow and Sheehan back there for just these cases. Use them.
All right, let me get this Marcus
7
Spears
2/3.
story in here. Here's what Marcus Spears tweeted yesterday. To my people that see me out in public, only fist bumps from now on. I've watched too many nasty-ass dudes walk right out of the bathroom without washing their hands. Fist bumps only. Thanks for listening. If you reach to shake hands, don't be embarrassed. Just adjust. So yesterday at Media Day, players were walking up to me with their hand out. Like they wanted to shake my hand. I came back at them with a fist bump, and it didn't work. I had to shake a few hands.
You have to hold strong, John.
Well, you have to go first.
Even if they put their hand out, just put your fist up there. And if they want to grab it, that's on them.
Do you think from now on, Chris, you walk up to me, I'm in a meeting with clients, okay? Partners. Let's say I'm with Blue Ice or Terranea or somebody that I like.
You got to shake that hand.
I think I do.
Yeah, you have to.
He sticks out his hand. Can I come back with the bump?
No. You shake your hand. Now, listen, I fist bump a lot of people sometimes because I'll be out of the bathroom. I'll be like, oh, I just, washed my hands, and they're wet, so let me fist bump you. And a lot of times people say, it's okay, and they put that hand out, and guess what? I put the hand back at them. You can't be Michael Thompson all the time. Michael can pull it off. He's tall enough to where people go, okay, let's just do what he says.
Right.
For people like us,
but
normal
even
people,
Michael, if somebody more famous, if Pat Riley walked up to Michael,
he's shaking that
with
hand.
his hand out,
he's shaking
extended.
that hand.
Michael's shaking Pat Riley's hand.
But to Marcus Spears' point, I have seen just in this building people walk out of that bathroom without washing their hands.
But that's why we have an immune system.
Yeah. Well, no, I get it.
You're going to fight it off.
Like if you're in an office setting, though, Chris, you absolutely have to wash your hands when you leave a bathroom.
You think I could get away with fist bumps only?
If you stood strong in it, you could.
Yeah,
what if it's a big partner? Like the biggest partner? Who's the biggest partner at the stage? Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
You
Tommy
shake that
Lamb
hand, baby.
brings them to me and says, John, these guys really want to meet you. Here is the CEO of Morongo. And the CEO of Morongo stretches his hand out to be shaken. Can I come at him with a bump?
No.
I don't think so either.
No, you got to shake
Howie
that hand.
Mandel does, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
that's Howie Mandel.
Yeah, right, but you just got to own it.
See, what Howie Mandel did was smart. Is he put it out there that he's a germaphobe.
So if you talked about it nonstop like Michael does sometimes, if you made it part of your brand, part of your shtick, that you're a germaphobe.
Mm-hmm. I'm really not a germaphobe, but I do think that we get colds from shaking hands.
Yeah, but
and if you're me at a Laker game, I probably shake 30 to 40 hands a game.
Okay, but that's why you got to wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, alcohol the mics. By the way, radio studios are the dirtiest places ever because we're all touching buttons.
Right.
Alcohol it, wipe it down.
You know what they say
Think
the
about these
dirtiest part?
microphones.
You know what they say the dirtiest part of a hotel room is? Even dirtier than the toilet? You guys know this?
The rug?
The remote control?
Correct.
Yeah.
The TV remote. That's why a lot of hotels now, we stay in these high-end places, leave the remote in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, though, when it's in a plastic bag. It's a little weird.
I mean, I
you
get
know
it,
what
though.
I do? I take it out.
I take it out, and I just alcohol it. I bring alcohol wipes in my luggage. I do it at
Yeah,
Essential.
that's a lot of work.
I
Just
do it
keep
at
everything in a
Essential. I
bag.
rub it
Who cares?
down. You can rub it down real quick.
All right. Still no score in Chicago. Top of the second. By the way, anytime scores happen, Emily's going to interrupt and tell us what happened.
That's our update desk.
Yes. She's working the update desk
Going now live to Emily Hebel.
Yeah, you're going to hear that, and we're going to give you the update. Again, right now, 2-1 Tigers over the Indians late in Cleveland. Just underway in Chicago. Top of the second. Padres 0, Cubs 0. And speaking of the MLB wildcard games, you can catch them all from ESPN Radio on our all-new ESPN LA app. Just hit the ESPN Radio live sports tile. Tonight at 6, we bring in the Dodgers and Reds game 1. That game, Greg, is going to be over the air, right?
Yes, we are going to have it on 710 terrestrially.
Okay, but if you can still listen on the app, sometimes I prefer the app because
it's crystal
clear
example, digital audio.
Right, and when you come into the garage, like when you come into the parking garage, you'll lose the over-the-air broadcast signal, but the app stays strong. So there's an option for you on the all-new ESPN LA app, courtesy of ESPN Radio. Just be sure to react to the game tomorrow morning, 6:30. With the Blue Review, Greg Bergman.
The Blue Review.
On ESPN LA's YouTube channel and the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Morales is a part of that. Starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA. Coming up next, Ryan Abraham will join us to talk USC. And Momo. Ramona Shelburne has done with her TV.
Proud of
She's
Momo.
here.
She's
She's here with full TV makeup,
amazing.
looking like $1 million bucks. Yeah, you are glammed out, and Ramona joins the show next. Greg, have fun at the game tonight.
Thank you, sir.
ESPN LA.
Join Sedano and Cap every weekday morning for all the sports, fun, chaos, and eating.
There's more?
There's one more here if you want.
Quiero más.
Are you going to eat it, Cappy?
Here.
No, I'll eat that thing.
Take it.
What happened
Don't
to the pie?
The pizza's over there, too. You want pizza, too?
Wow, you are a very
I'm
hungry
such a
boy.
slob that I might as well just go for it. You know what I mean? What an animal.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
If your AC breaks down, call NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. For a limited time, receive a free no-ozone air purifier with any new system installation. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. CSLB number 1011173.
You can tell Halloween is near by all the colorful Christmas lights. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
3 amazing cigars, spectacular spirits, and a feast fit for kings. Also, a live performance by Martini Kings. Smoking good times, October 5th.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Land Rover Defender, October 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Bret Michaels' only SoCal engagement, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Square.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
12:30 on a Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. Mason and Ireland. Momo is here. Don't play that fight song. Lincoln Riley needs to be fired yesterday.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Let's get to the bottom of that.
Please.
All right.
You lose to Illinois. You got Michigan, Notre Dame, and Oregon on the schedule. It's not going to go well.
It is time. First of all, welcome, Ramona.
Hey,
it
how
is
are
great
you?
to have you here. She just got done doing NBA TV. If you're watching on YouTube, this is Ramona in full TV makeup, looking very good today.
Fab today. We got lashes. We got the whole thing.
And now it's time to talk to our friend Ryan Abraham.
Oh, I thought we were going to Lincoln Riley. I was a little worried for a second.
Who had the unfortunate pleasure of being in Champaign, Illinois.
Oh, Ryan.
On Saturday. Ryan, at least the game was not delayed by lightning for 4 hours. I guess that's one way to look at it as glass half full, right?
Yeah, one way, but Illinois got the ball, and their first 3 drives were like 11 plays, 10 plays, 11 plays. That's not what you want to see. Maybe a lightning delay would have helped, but I was really disappointed to see how bad the defense played. I think Illinois had 83% of their drives were considered successful, and they got a couple, I don't want to say lucky, but, good turnovers, but Illinois was going into the end zone 2 other times where they got fumbles and were able to recover them, or it could have been a lot worse. But I thought with Danton Lynn in year 2, with some better players on the defensive line, that this defense would take strides going forward. It looks a lot more like what the earlier Lincoln Riley defenses were under Alex Grinch, and that's concerning for USC fans.
Kamari Ramsey didn't play. How big of a loss was that defensively for USC, in your opinion?
You know, he's been playing sort of out of position in the nickel because they've had a couple of nickels that were hurt. But I think he's such a great presence. He does wear the green dot a lot of the times where you're the communication link between the coaches on the sideline and the players. And, you know, he wasn't filling up the stat sheet so much this year, but I do think his leadership was missed. But this is a situation where you knew you were a team that could get a lot of pressure with your defensive front. This Illinois team gave up 9 sacks the week before against Indiana, and you really couldn't get any pressure on Luke Altmaier. So I think it hurt, certainly, having Kamari Ramsey out, and apparently there was some other, you know, sickness going around with food poisoning. But, you know, most of the guys ended up playing, but just they weren't able to get that kind of pressure that they were getting in the other games. And I think that really hurt them in this one.
Okay, so they have a bye week, though, and this is the chance to regroup. It would have been nice to have some momentum going into this, but what's on the agenda for the bye week, and what do they need to work on before the big game against Michigan?
Yeah, I mean, I think offensively they've been elite, Ramona. Just looking at what Jaden Mayava's been able to do, he looks like a different quarterback
Lemon,
than last
Ryan.
year.
Wow, Mekhi Lemon looks like
Lemon's
unbelievable.
Yeah, he's crazy good. When you get, you know, with that kind of connection, it's been working really well for USC. The offense, they're just not punting very much. So I think on the offensive side, they've had a couple turnovers, but only one for Mayava, who had 7 in his last 4 games last year. I think you can't really complain about what's going on offensively, but there are a lot of penalties, mostly on the defensive side. They had a huge one that a legal man downfield that wiped out a 75-yard touchdown to Mekhi Lemon. His numbers would have been even crazier, but there's so many defensive penalties, so many defensive breakdowns, and just not being able to get off the field. And I think Illinois, who really got pushed around by Indiana the week before, came in with a different attitude and pushed USC around. So I think they're going to get back. You got a Michigan team that's going to want to try to do the same thing. It is at home. But, Ramon, I think they just got to toughen up a little bit. And it's certainly on the defensive side, figure out a way to get some stops, because whatever they're doing right now just isn't working.
We're talking to Ryan Abraham from USCFootball.com. He attends every USC football game, covers the team daily on that site. If you're looking for USC football coverage, you got to go to USCFootball.com. All right, Ryan, let's get to the elephant in the room. I texted on our group. We have a group text. Mason, me, Emily, Brian. I texted in real time, and Joel Klatt, who was calling the game for Fox, texted it in real time. I thought USC scored too early. This was the scenario at the end of the game. They were down by 6, and there were 2 minutes to go. And Jaden Mayava threw a touchdown pass and left Illinois with 1:55 seconds and all of their timeouts. And now USC only had a 1-point lead. So all they needed was a field goal. I know hindsight's 20/20, but I thought they should have run the ball at least twice to make Illinois use their timeouts and run another minute or so off that clock. But I have to admit, they needed a touchdown. So you don't want to get too cute. If you do the John Ireland run twice, then you only have 2 more plays to try and score, or you lose the game the other way. So where do you come down about how Lincoln Riley and the Trojans handled the last 3 minutes of the game?
I agree with you 100%. And Lincoln Riley was even asked about it after the game. He said, you got to score when you can score. But for me, John, the way he was calling the game earlier, it looked like he wasn't trusting the defense. They went for it on 4th down a lot, including like a 4th and 6 or 4th and 7. And a lot of those plays, the 3rd down play looked like, hey, we're in 2-down territory. We're going for it no matter what. I think that was, hey, the offense is playing much better than the defense. We're going to put the chances of us winning this game is going to be on the offensive side, not the defensive side. And that drive that you're talking about, the final one, started with 6 minutes left. And I looked at Connor Morissette, who was sitting next to me in the press box, and I'm like, they need to take up this whole clock and score. Like, that's the only way they're going to win. That was before the drive even started. And they did a great job. 4 minutes off the clock, getting down inside to the red zone, having an opportunity to get another 1st down with the 2-minute warning. So I agree with you. I don't think the right play coming out of the 2-minute warning is just to throw one into the end zone. They've been running the ball well on that drive. I think you could, even if it's a 3rd and 5 and you're like, hey, now you got to score or you're not going to win the game. I'd much rather see Jaden Mayava taking a chance and throwing the ball to Mekhi Lemon 2 chances to get a first down than giving this defense, who hadn't stopped anything all day, 2 minutes and 3 timeouts. So I get it. You have to score when you can score, but I think your best chance to win that game is to give yourself an opportunity to run the ball a couple times. And then, if you have to convert on 2 3rd and 5s and a 4th and 5, whatever, I'd rather have the offense do that than see what the defense did, which we saw all afternoon.
And to your point, Ryan, these kickers now in both college and pro football are so good. I mean, it's almost automatic if you only need a field goal to win the game that these kickers are going to come through. Now, it's starting to swing the other way with a lot of blocked kicks, but I think you take your chances. If you can get down there with a short field goal like Illinois had, I knew that kid was going to make that kick. And
he's a really good kicker too.
Yeah, all Big Ten a year ago. And Ryan, I personally thought that game felt a lot like those losses last year, where USC was in every game. But at every game in the fourth quarter, they led in the second half in 5 or 6 of those games and ended up losing all of them. Did you have the same feeling like, I've seen this movie before?
Yeah, it's funny. It's almost the reverse of the Maryland game last year, where USC had a 14-point lead late. Maryland scores. They get the 2-point conversion and then get the ball back, and then they score to take the lead. The only problem was USC wasn't able to come back and win that one. So I give USC credit for coming back. I mean, the fact that USC led this game with under 2 minutes left is mind-blowing, because they were getting outplayed most of the time. But you're right. It's like you were able to do just enough. I think in those other games, though, John, USC was sort of, had the control of the game. They were in the lead and blew it. This was one where they just weren't playing well. It was sloppy, making a lot of mistakes, and somehow were able to put something together and get that drive. The 15 points in that fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, that was really amazing from the offense. And they had a real opportunity to win this one that they probably didn't deserve to win. But like you said, giving up that final drive by Illinois and the field goal just doomed them.
Ryan, I think they're going to beat Michigan, even though that Illinois game was ugly at the end. Michigan's not impressive to me. And without Harbaugh, I think they're a little bit directionless. Am I overrating USC going up against Michigan in 2 weeks?
No, I think I've overrated USC coming into the Illinois game, but I think they have the opportunity to bounce back, similar to what Illinois did when they went on the road and lost to Indiana. Obviously, that was a blowout loss. This is a really close one. But I think it's one of those things where, for a coaching staff, I think Brett Bielema did a really nice job of this. They were like, hey, we got embarrassed. We're going to come in and we're going to punch USC in the mouth, and we're going to show them what it is to play Illinois football. I think USC has to do the same thing. I mean, their offense is elite right now. Michigan's defense is really good. They have a freshman quarterback, Bryce Underwood. The offense has not been great. I think USC had an opportunity to beat them last year when Michigan couldn't even run, couldn't even throw the ball, and they got some long runs at the end to win it. So I think there's a lot on this game for me, John. Especially Illinois was a game I think you should have won that one. I mean, you were a better team.
Yeah.
You have better players, and you lost it. But I think you're right. I think they have a decent chance, but they're going to have to rally. They got to play better than what we saw in Champaign.
All right. Thanks, Ryan. Great stuff as usual. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, guys.
All right. There's Ryan Abraham from USCFootball.com. Did you see the end of that game, Momo?
I saw the highlights of that one.
Yeah, that was Chris. They mishandled the end of
So
the
bad.
The
So
clock
bad.
management
So
there
bad.
was awful.
Also,
and Joel Klatt was saying it in real time. He's like, "What is USC doing? Why would you throw there? Why would you score there? You have control of the game and you're moving the ball."
Yeah, it was like the reverse of the Cowboys at the end.
I
of
want
that
to
one.
believe Lincoln Riley didn't call that, and that was an audible within the line or something happened. I want to believe that Lincoln Riley didn't do that, but it was horrific.
Yeah.
By the way, real quick, join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, this Thursday for the Rams postgame show. Live at Hollywood Park Casino. Score sign memorabilia. Grab tickets to future ESPN LA events and keep the party going at LA's hottest card room. That's Hollywood Park Casino, 3883 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood. This Thursday after the game, must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, where LA comes to party and play 24/7. By the way, I'll put on Rams and Niner fans. Emily knows this. We're going to put out rowdy, scumbag Niner fans after they lose. I want to hear their heartbreak on Thursday
Has
night.
Mace chimed in what he's doing with his tickets, which game he's going to?
Yeah, he's going to the Ram game.
Yeah, he's going to the Ram game.
It surprised me. Even if the
Wow.
Dodgers are in an elimination game, he says he's going to the Ram game. I pressed him on it. I said,
I
"What?"
heard you, yeah.
Yeah, and he goes, "Nope, going to the Ram game."
Because he said if he sells his tickets, it's probably going to be a Niner fan.
Yeah, he doesn't trust. But a Ram fan called and offered to buy him, and he still said no.
Oh, okay.
So I think he wants to go to the Ram game.
Yeah.
So there's some heartbreaking Cleveland right now. So they
Oh.
start at the bottom of the ninth. Jose Ramirez got to third off of an error, and he got tagged out trying to go home to tie up the game. So now it sits 2 Detroit, 1 Guardians with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, but there is 1 man on base.
Oh wait, but he got caught in a rundown between third and home.
Right. So
that's just brutal.
There was a Manzardo was trying to he hit the ball and he tried to go home. Ramirez did, and they tagged him out.
And by the way, these games are best 2 out of 3, so the Tigers will only have to win. All the games are in Cleveland, and I think Detroit just beat them.
Here we go.
Chris, let's hear it.
It is a final. Game 1 of the AL wild card. Cleveland goes down, and they go down hard, I think. Tigers win. Tigers win.
And by the way, this is consistent with this.
Yes.
Since this format started 3 years ago, there have been 12 wild card series. The road team has won 8 of the 12.
Really?
And now 1 game in the books in 2025. Road team wins again.
Well, the Tigers were like the choking dogs down the stretch, right?
Or choking Tigers.
And then they get into the playoffs and they win the first one. And what's going on in the other game?
I think that was a movie once, Choking Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah. It's the top of the third, and the Padres are up 1-0 over the Cubs. And there's been some action, but score is 1-0.
1-0 Padres.
There, and then Pete Crow Armstrong.
Coming up next, we're going to play Icebreakers, and we're going to ask Momo, what the heck was that yesterday at Clipper Media Day? I haven't heard Kawhi Leonard say that much in 5 years. But did he really say? He talked, but did he say anything?
A lot of talking.
Yeah, we'll get into that too. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA.
Let me tell you about my friends at Providence. As you know, I almost died 12:44 p.m. when I say that. And today, September 30th, I hold this chip up to the camera. I am celebrating 9 months of sobriety today and recovery. And there's no doubt it began at a Providence hospital. I was at St. Joseph's in Orange at the beginning of February in severe heart failure. And I remember when Katie Cornella, the cardiologist, and Dr. Cobb came in the next morning after I had been admitted into the emergency room with severe heart failure, high blood pressure, everything was all messed up. And Katie grabbed my hand and said, "You're going to have a new life and you're going to be healthy if you listen to everything I say. You go to all your doctor's appointments, you take your medicine, and most importantly, Chris, you never drink again." And that's when the new chapter began for me. And then once they found out how many cigars I smoked, Katie and Dr. Cobb said, never smoke cigars again either. Here's the thing. Heart care begins with trust. And from the moment I walked into a Providence hospital, I had to trust them because I was going to die. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn your trust before making any decision about your care. Providence has led the way in heart care for decades and continues to push forward, finding the next breakthrough for the next patient. I always say this. If you're unhealthy, if a friend of yours, a family member needs help and they might die, I hope for you they're at a Providence hospital. Because for me, if I wasn't at a Providence hospital, I do believe I would be dead and I wouldn't be celebrating 9 months of a new life and sobriety today. Providence. They care about me. They care about you. They care about everyone who comes into their hospitals because they're just simply the best. It's a Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. 12:45. We're doing Icebreakers next. Momo's here. Johnny I. It is Mason and Ireland on your Tuesday on ESPN LA.
Denis Bouanga has etched his name into LAFC club history.
Denis shot and in! Denis Bouanga is LAFC's top scorer all time!
Congratulations, Denis, on passing Carlos Vela and becoming LAFC's all-time leading scorer.
Oh, Denis, you celebrate, young man!
And Bouanga is not done yet. More history, more goals, more memorable moments still to come. Right here on the home of the black and gold.
710 ESPN.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234 or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, Thursday, October 2nd, this Thursday, for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HBC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older. See you there Thursday.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it? Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, so just to update you, if you're just putting on your radio, the Detroit Tigers beat the Guardians today,
Yeah, they
2-1, and the San Diego Padres are up 1-0 over the Cubs in the bottom of the third. All right,
Let's go Cubs.
So I'm going to try to get you guys to guess this celebrity as they get progressively more obvious. I'll give you 10 hints max. So to start us off, for 10 points, I was born in 1994.
Okay.
Okay.
For 9 points, my dad was a truck driver and my mom was a school teacher.
Okay.
For 8 points, I have hosted SNL.
Ooh. Okay, keep going.
For 7 points, I have dated a member of, let's just say, the wider Kardashian family.
Ooh, okay, we should be able to get this. Dated a member of the wider. Okay, wait. Who was Rob Kardashian's girlfriend? Who is it? It's a singer?
I don't know. If you guess, you only get one
done.
guess.
I'm not
once you
guessing
get
yet. I don't know
finished.
yet. Okay.
But you can talk out loud. I encourage
Okay,
you
I'm
talking out
thinking
loud.
these things. Okay.
All right. For 6 points, my breakthrough came in 2018 in a collaboration with Cardi B.
Oh, it's this girl. Is it SZA?
It's not SZA, no.
Okay.
Okay, but it's a female recording artist.
Yeah.
John, you know who
I have
SZA
not
is?
said the gender of the person.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Breakthrough with Cardi B. Oh, is it? Oh, could be like. Can
No,
I
you're
guys still talk?
you're out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can talk out loud if you want.
It's somebody in the music industry. It might be Clay's girlfriend. I don't know.
Okay. Here's the thing.
And let me know when you want me to move on.
It's not the Doja Cat, is it?
No. Oh, okay.
It's not the Doja Cat.
An official guess?
I think so, yes.
I don't know. Give me one more clue.
Okay.
I think I've got an idea who I think it could be, but I don't remember her dating anyone. Wait a minute. Say that Kardashian hint again.
I have dated a member of the wider Kardashian family.
Okay. I'm going to guess. How many points are on the table right now?
You have 7 points, and you have a wide lead, so this doesn't really matter as much, but...
Oh, I think
I got to guess.
Okay.
I think it's Ariana Grande.
It is not Ariana Grande.
No.
It's not the
All right.
Doja
All right,
Cat
Brian
or
and Chris.
SZA.
Brian and Chris.
No, I've already guessed the Doja
All
Cat.
right, BC, for the second
can
time,
clean it up.
we've just,
I think
you're
the next
just sitting there getting
clue
the
is going to be really
leftovers.
obvious. I think I know it.
But by Ariana Grande, hosted Saturday Night Live, dated Pete Davidson, who I
Yeah.
thought that's who she was
That's
referring
pretty
to.
good.
She's around 31,
Yeah.
which is what the age was. So now I don't know who it is. Go ahead, Em.
I
What's
have
the next
recently appeared in several films, including Cassandra, Bullet Train, and Caught Stealing. Brian?
haven't seen that one yet, huh?
You haven't seen Caught Stealing?
Don't say the Doja Cat.
Oh, wait, I have seen that.
Yes. Think of singers in Caught Stealing, Brian.
Oh. All right, give me one more.
Come on, VC.
Brian, you got this. I have received 9 nominations at the Grammy Awards, including 3 for Best Latin Pop or Urban Album.
Oh, Brian, Bad Bunny.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
Bad
come on.
Bunny. There you go.
You were going to say, I'm performing at the Super Bowl next.
Yes, the next one is I'm a scene stealer in Happy Gilmore 2, and then I'm a halftime performer at the Super Bowl. So Bad
Oh, I
Bunny
didn't
it
tell you
is,
that?
Brian.
No.
Oh, I thought I told you that.
Like 2 days in a row.
I love that.
Brian's
He's going to be on our show weekly as well, all the shows, because he is going to also be
Chris
our...
and I have a friend that just got a job at ESPN LA.
Yes, and he's going to be our King's ESPN LA insider. He's already
Love it.
appered on the morning show a couple times.
Love it.
All right.
Love it. Yeah, Sam Batesh is going to join
Welcome,
us.
Sam Batesh, to the
Welcome
family.
is right. I love that. That's a good hire.
Yeah.
Okay, Momo, I want you to take me back to yesterday.
Okay.
This was the scene at Clipper Media Day. This is an exchange between Ramona Shelburne and Kawhi Leonard, and it runs for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And when I say I haven't heard Kawhi Leonard say this many words ever, I mean ever. I've never heard him talk this much. Here's how this sounded.
What is your understanding of the endorsement deal that you had with the company that's being talked about, Aspiration, and did you perform any services for them?
When you say understanding, what do you mean?
Like of the contract you signed and how much money you were to receive, what you were supposed to perform for those services?
I understand that full contract and the services that I had to do. Like I said, I don't deal with the conspiracies or the clickbait analysts or journalism that's going on. So that's what it is.
Well, I think the allegation was that you didn't perform any services for them. Is that accurate, or did you do things for them?
I don't think it's accurate, but it's old. This is all new to you guys. The company went bankrupt a while ago, so we already knew this was going to happen. So,
You were named as like the largest creditor in the bankruptcy filing, right? Did you actually get the money that was owed to you in the contract, or?
No. But the company went belly up. It was frauded, as everybody knows. If you want any more questions or more details about that company, you need to ask the owner or whoever else is involved in the fraud that went on.
Right. I think they said they owed you $7 million or something, right?
I'm not sure. I gotta look back at the books, but no, it's more than that for sure.
Do you have any idea of how much you actually made on that?
No, it was like 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, you had him on the ropes.
Great
job.
First of all,
I had 5 more questions.
Excellent job, baby. Were there any other aspiration-related questions at the presser that we didn't play?
There was Tomer Azerly asked the question off the top. He gave a kind of a general statement off the top. So props to him for asking the first question, right? Because it's always awkward. Then I asked questions. Then I could have kept going, but somebody kind of reached out and grabbed the mic from me.
Somebody from Clipper PR?
Yeah, and was like, okay, you're done now. And then it went to a team reporter, a team TV reporter who asked about being healthy during the off season. And then the next one was like the team radio person, and they asked another question that was more basketball related.
Right.
Then it got back to, I think, Law Murray from The Athletic, who asked an aspiration question, but it was something about how do you not make it a distraction or something, and he gave a whatever kind of answer to that,
So
and then he was done.
It was fluff at the end.
Then it was done. And I will say this: it's important to note because people are like, "Why are you the only ones asking? Why were you the only one asking those questions?" There were 5 or 6 other reporters in the room. Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated, Beth Harris from the AP,
all that were going to go
Steve
down
Henson
the same
from LA
line of
Times,
questioning
Janice
that you
Carr,
did.
OC Register. We had all talked before the press conference, and I said, "Okay, so we're all going to ask aspiration questions, right? Because this is his first public statement,
right?
Like whoever gets this, like let's tag team, like whatever.
Sure.
Listen to whatever everybody else asks, and let's make sure we ask. We got to cover all the bases here because this is probably the one and only time he'll address it." And they all had their hands raised and they weren't being called on.
Right. The Clippers were playing defense.
They were, Chris Mannix was kind of in the back of the room and he was, wildly waving his hand.
And Chris was a long way from home. Chris is based back east.
Oh, no, he's here now.
Oh,
in
he
LA.
lives in LA.
Can I ask a question? Do you think Clippers PR called on you because they thought that you would be not as...
No, I think they called on me because I did the Ballmer interview.
Right.
And also I was sitting front row.
Okay.
I was in the front.
Because they had to know where you were about to go, right?
Yeah, but honestly, those were not hard questions.
Yeah, what did you think of his answers?
I think that it was more than I was expecting him to say, but he didn't provide a lot of detail. So it's one thing to say, that's not true, I don't believe it's accurate, but if there was something you wanted to change the narrative on, if you wanted to say, okay, I don't think it's accurate that I didn't do any services, that would have been the time to say, well, I was supposed to do this TV commercial, but they never called me.
Right.
I was supposed to do, some
pretend,
post, but they never gave it to me.
Pretend I'm Kawhi.
Yeah.
Ask me a question.
Okay. Actually, I'll just refer to my questions. Okay. I wrote them out.
You can pick any one you want.
I was actually prepared for this.
Okay.
What is your understanding of the endorsement deal you had with Aspiration?
My understanding was that I was going to be an endorser for that company, and I signed a long-term deal with them, and then they went bankrupt. And here's what you guys need to know, because I know you all have a ton of questions. The league is investigating this, and we, meaning the Clippers, and me, meaning Kawhi Leonard, are fully cooperating with this investigation. We want the facts out there. And I can't say a whole lot because the investigation's going on, but I will tell you this. Any question they have, I'll answer. And we want this thing to go away and the league to get to the bottom of it. And we, the Clippers and me, have not done anything wrong.
Okay. So did you perform any services as part of the endorsement deal with Aspiration? Because the allegation is that you didn't do any services or you didn't perform any services.
Yeah, I heard that too. I had a 4-year deal with them that didn't even last 2 years. I mean, my plan was eventually to do whatever they asked me to, but it never got that far.
Yeah. How much of the $28 million you were supposed to receive did you actually receive?
It's a good question. I think they made the initial payments, but I would need to get my accountants involved. But we did not get the entirety of the contract. I'll tell you that.
I like that Kawhi said, I got to check the books.
I got to check the books. That was good. That was pretty good. And he also said this was a couple years ago. You guys are just finding, and he's right. This happened in 2022. It happened 3 years ago. It's been in bankruptcy for a long. The company's been in. The case has been going on a long time.
I thought he could have been more forceful, but maybe that's not his nature.
Yeah, you're right. And also, I had one more. Once the Clippers made the introduction to Aspiration, how much were they involved in the deal you signed, or did they have knowledge of the deal you signed? I didn't get to that one. That was next.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Steve Ballmer that. They introduced me to Aspiration. Aspiration said they wanted me to endorse their product. I signed on for a financial agreement that they never paid. So it all went belly up.
See, like that would have been a lot better.
Right. I thought he missed an opportunity to be more forceful, but
because to me, like it's 4 weeks that you haven't had any response to this, right?
Yep.
And that's fine. It's your good name, right? Like if somebody said stuff about me or these allegations or people have been talking about me the way that he's being spoken about in basically everywhere, when you want to have a little more, when you want to defend yourself, like Steve Ballmer wanted to defend himself.
That's what I thought he would do.
He got on a plane and did an interview the next day.
All right, you guys can react to that or anything else we've talked about in Sports Graffiti, which is next. Open the phones, 877-710-3776. 877-710-ESPN. Your phone calls next. You can talk about anything you want. A reminder that Icebreakers is brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka, crafted in the heart of America from the finest Idaho potatoes. Distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice isn't just vodka, it's a statement. Ask for it by name. Mason in Ireland. Momo in for Mace. I'm John Ireland. Sports Graffiti's next. 877-710-3776. Your segment, your calls, your opinions. Right around the corner, ESPN LA.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station. Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Sports, laughs, and stories that hit harder than a slap to the face.
Did you ever try wrestling?
I actually had 2 matches. Small, little, independent wrestling match.
How'd you do?
So we get in the ring. I'm standing there. I'm like, hi, everybody. Yeah. And he slapped the crap out. It just hit me so hard. Hi-yow. So I tackled him.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-525-9069. 800-525-9069. 800-525-9069.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, it's time for Sports Graffiti. Momo in for Mace today. Chris Morales hanging out for Live Imaging Tuesday, and our leadoff hitter is Jimmy in El Segundo. Hey, Jimmy, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. So real quick, when the Illini were charging down the field and they're about to score, a thought hit my head, a general football thought. Why isn't spiking the ball considered intentional grounding? The ball never crosses the line of scrimmage. The quarterback's not out of the pocket. The quarterback's under duress from the clock, if not a defender, and there's no receiver in the area, especially if a running back isn't lined up in the backfield. Why is that not considered intentional grounding?
It's a good question. My first guess, Jimmy, is that probably it's clearly the intent there is to stop the clock. That's it. So if you don't attempt
instead of getting away from a defender,
yeah, if you don't attempt to throw the ball to another person, but just throw it straight into the ground to stop the clock, I think that's legal. But if he did that, like if he threw it out at somebody's feet, well, then you could just say he threw it at a receiver. I mean, my only thought is that they allow them, they give them the grace to kill the clock there. And if it's clearly an attempt to kill the clock, they let it go. But I'm guessing. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's right. Intentional grounding is they usually run around a little bit too.
Right. Well, he's right. Jimmy is right. All the rules of intentional grounding are there, but I think if it's a blatant attempt to kill the clock, they have no issue with it.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Lewis in Valencia. Hey, Lewis, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Yeah, Bergman, if he's there listening, he can have Danton Lynn for UCLA coach. I'm done with that guy. the USC defense is like the Dodger bullpen. They can't keep anybody from scoring. They're just an absolute dumpster fire. Something that made Lincoln Riley look stupid the other day was, why would you let the clock tick down to the 2-minute timeout only to go and score within 5 seconds? It shows that, like, you have no clock management. But, Ireland, my question for you is, how many losses do you think it'll take for us to get rid of this buffoon? So I think if they lose to Notre Dame and Oregon, regardless of what happens in Michigan, I think he should be gone, but I'm just tired of the guy. We need to get some better recruiting in.
Lewis, the answer lies in his buyout. His buyout is massive. I think this is his 4th year. So I think they'd have to pay him $60 million just to go away. I think he makes $10 million a year for 10 years. He has the old John Gruden contract.
I have a totally different take on him too. I think it's as much as it's about winning and losing, it's about endearing yourself to the community, to the school, to everybody. Like, who is the forever USC coach, right? Who's the guy that you think of right now?
John McKay or Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Because Pete Carroll was a way of being. Right?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll was like, win forever Wednesdays and the whatever touchdown Tuesdays.
Very contagious energy.
And that energy and I feel like when you are very closed off, do you feel like that as a Trojan fan? Like, are you getting that from him? It doesn't feel like inviting.
Lewis, what do you think?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. He just feels like you watched Dan Lanning the other night with Oregon. I mean,
it's a good comp.
That interview, he looked like he was on something. Like he looked like he was hanging out with Chris Morales back in the day. Like he was excited.
I like actually if he was hanging out with me, maybe he'd run a better defense.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think your criticisms of Lincoln are fair. I don't think he's done anything to endear himself to, certainly not to the media. Certainly not to the community.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, we get him occasionally.
Yeah.
But very rarely. We used to get Pete Carroll whenever we asked.
Yeah.
So there is a big difference. Here's David in Lancaster. Hey, David, you're on Sports Graffiti.
661.
Go ahead.
What's up?
Hey, so when the Dodgers get out of this wild card and they go to the division series, do you guys see Kershaw being put in this to try to eat up some of those innings?
I do.
I know, obviously, with this only being a 3-game series, if we go to 5, we're going to need someone to eat up some of the innings. Do you think he's on that division series roster?
I do, but here's something to think about, David. The Dodgers could lose this series, and if they do,
he's done. That's it.
We've seen the last of Clayton Kershaw. His career is over.
This doesn't sit well with
That's
me.
why I would have put him on the roster.
Yeah.
Because it
would you guys rather have had him than going with three catchers?
No, I would have kept the 3 catchers because Will Smith's got a hairline fracture. I wouldn't have put Blake Trinan on the postseason roster. I would have put Kershaw in instead of him.
Well, also, they pitched him so much on Sunday, he wasn't going to be able to go.
But he could pitch Thursday in Game 3 if you needed him. And I just can't think of a scenario where it would be good to put Blake Trinan in the game.
Me neither. I don't even think he would.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have it this year.
No.
Here is Sia in Las Vegas. Hey, Sia, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, I'm going to talk about Market Smart for a second, but I just need to preface this by saying I'm a loyal listener. I've been listening religiously for 3 years. The love of my life has been listening for 15 years, but I am a diehard Celtics fan. So when you guys interviewed Marcus Smart yesterday during Media Day, I was, emotional about it. And I know in his original press conference when he joined the team, he mentioned that he would probably get some boos when he comes back home to Boston. I'm going to just go ahead and speak for everyone on my side of the fence by saying he's not going to get a single boo, because the most bittersweet thing about winning the championship was that he was, basically a sacrifice to get there.
Totally.
And so I'm just super excited to see him play with good players and actually have a chance at doing well, because we just love him.
That's a great call.
See, I think I'll take it a step farther. I think he could be the difference between the Lakers doing well in the playoffs and not, because he's a point of attack defender. Last year, the reason the Lakers got beat up by Minnesota in the first round is they didn't play enough defense and they were undersized. So they went out and got DeAndre Ayton. They went out and got Jake LaRavia to replace Dorian Finney-Smith, and they brought in a defense-first point-of-attack defender in Marcus Smart. And think about all the great guards in the West, Momo. Yeah. Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, Devin Booker, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Kyrie Irving. They're all over. And now Marcus Smart, the Lakers have a weapon to throw at him. So, Sia, that's a really good call. Thank you. Here's David in Riverside. Hey, David, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, I know it's a big Dodger day today, but I'm going to bring in a little Angels talk like a loser. Angels here looking for another manager now with Ron Washington out, and more Angels fans, which aren't many, but more Angels fans need to come on air so Artie can hear it. Artie, sell the team. Nobody wants you. We want you out. We want you out of here. That's all. Goodbye.
I think, David, it's a fair call, and I think Major League Baseball should step in and say, look, man, you've had 11 straight losing seasons. 11. You haven't had a winning team since 2015. Sell the team. Get out. You're bad for the game.
Not just that, you've had two of the greatest players in the history of the game on your team during that period.
Do you want me to add a little salt in the wound here?
Yes. Sure.
Do you know who really wanted to buy the Angels a couple years ago?
I heard Joe Lacob.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it was back when, I think
by the way, Joe
Artie-
Lacob owns the Warriors, and they're like a model organization.
And the Valkyries, who just came onto the WNBA scene and blew out all the attendance
Playoffs
records.
as an expansion team.
So
They,
why is this? What is the scuttlebutt
So
that he didn't?
there was some
Artie backed out.
Artie backed out. There was an investigation into Artie. Remember, I forget what it was. Some federal
the city of
agency.
Anaheim.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
and
the mayor
They looked
put in jail.
into. They looked into something, and while he was under investigation, there was a thought that he would sell the team.
Right.
But then when I don't know if they exonerated him or if the case just went away, he just held on.
Well, no, the mayor got arrested for what went on. Yeah.
Took the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny in Long Beach. Hey, Johnny, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
That's some good salt.
Hey guys, first of all, go Dodgers! And if you haven't seen Blake Snell's music video, you got to check it out.
Oh,
Fire
I haven't.
straight
Send it
bars.
to us.
And then Morales, man, big ups to you for the awareness that you raised. So
Thank you, brother. I
just wanted to
appreciate
give
it,
a shout
man.
out for that.
Thank you, man.
And then Johnny, as far as selling the team and like Major League Baseball coming in, like McCourt's one thing, the other guy in LA that had to part ways with the basketball team, that other basketball
Sterling,
team.
yeah.
How would they do that?
Well, I realize, Johnny, that it would be unprecedented.
And how would they do that? Like market value. That's like flipping a house, right? Like somebody's
Right.
going to come in and say, okay. But yeah, thoughts on that. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks. The first thing is you tell Artie, you sell your team or we'll sell it for you. So, in other words,
You can't do that, doesn't you? Have to find some reason to. It's like a franchise.
right, that's
Has
what
he
I'm saying.
violated any rules of Major League Baseball
Yeah.
franchise ownership? What?
He is a really, really bad owner.
It's not violating the rules.
But
You could say the same thing in Pittsburgh. The guys won't spend. They have all these great players, and then they're constantly at the
But what
salary
John's
floor.
saying is make it a rule. Make it a
Oh.
charter as part of the you own a team. Like that's a new thing that they put into Major League Baseball or any league and say if you don't, this is a new like you're going to get
Slippery
your money.
slope.
It's a very slippery slope.
You can't do it because somebody just doesn't like you or whatever.
No,
It's just-
I'm not saying it has nothing to do with what your
Yeah.
your status is in the marketplace. This would be black and white. You lose, you have a losing record.
You get relegated
for
to the
10
division, to the minor leagues.
consecutive seasons. You're out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. And if you think you can sell the team for more than we can, we'll give you 3 months. Go for it. But at the end of 3 months, we're paying you market value, and you're out.
Now let me ask because I don't know.
And you're going to lose.
But I'm saying if you put it as a charter, as an NBA or a Major League Baseball charter,
Yeah.
and so everybody knows going in what the rules are.
I mean, this is literally the concept behind relegation in soccer.
Right, that's what I was just going to say.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like if you suck really bad for a long time, this is not good for our league, and you'll get relegated to where it will now impact your financial bottom line.
Yeah. I just think that if you lose for 10 consecutive seasons, that's a long enough sample size where you should be out. I don't think it's realistic. I don't think it'll happen, but that's what I would do. I'm telling you what I would do.
I think it's a good point.
Yeah, I think you get some investigative journalist to dig into something, and there's a scandal, and that's maybe breaking some league rules, and that's how that happens.
Okay, coming up next, I just heard the most blatant takedown of a sports commissioner that I've ever heard in my life. And it's a current sports commissioner, and I am fascinated how this story is going to end. We'll play it for you coming up next. First, let me tell you about Life Source Water. If you're like me, you've definitely noticed the low-quality tap water across L.A. Not only does it taste terrible, it damages your appliance, harsh on your skin. It's the worst. My wife and I just made the switch to Life Source Water, and it's fantastic. With their whole house water filtration system, we get filtered water from every tap. That means great tasting water for drinking, cooking, bathing, all of it.
I want this. Can you hook me up?
Yeah, absolutely. A friend of mine just signed up for it. Yeah, you should do it because you have kids. Yeah, it's perfect for you. I can't tell you what a difference this made. Lisa noticed right away. Now we can't imagine going without it. With LifeSource, you deal directly with their local factory. They build every system, install it, and offer factory direct pricing. Now you can take advantage of a double dip in savings. Free standard installation, plus an extra $250 off. That's $1,250 in savings. Now, this offer ends today on September 30th. So if you want to do this, you got to call today. Here's the number, 800-WATER-99, or visit lifesourcewater.com. The offer ends September 30th. That's today. So do what I did. Make the upgrade to the essential home appliance you'll love using every day. Warranty limitations apply. LifeSource Water.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays.
$1 Million Mondays are back. Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
George Chevrolet's model year-end sell-a-thon is here. With new vehicles arriving daily, they're cranking up the savings to move every remaining 25 model in stock. For a limited time, save up to $10,000 on a brand new Silverado 1500, $5,000 off select Tahoe and Suburbans, and over $22,000 off a Silverado EV work truck. Prior rental next to new and ready for your business. Visit George Chevrolet in Bellflower or at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Discount calculated off MSRP select models. These offer approved by GM Financial. It's 9/30/25. Full details call 866-949-4805. This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams are 3-1 through the first 4 weeks of the season after a 27-20 win against the Indianapolis Colts. Up next, the arch rival San Francisco 49ers, an NFC West matchup, and the Rams are going to have to lean on Puka Nacua all over again as they get ready for the Niners. Puka coming off a huge game against Indianapolis. 13 catches, 170 yards, and a 12-yard touchdown catch that tied the game late in the fourth quarter. And it wasn't just Sunday against the Colts. It has been all season long. Puka Nacua leading the entire league with 42 catches so far this season for 503 yards. That's 125.8 yards per game. That's more than 20 yards clear of the next closest player in the league, Seattle's Jackson Smith-Njigba. With Tuesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, You get them fast, and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
My future is bright and your future is so dim. I'm on the game like Jack when he broke through the rim. So I look through my
So Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence, Mason, and Ireland. On this Tuesday, 121 in the Southland, we are hearing Blake Snell's music video. What's the title of this thing?
26 letters.
Oh, 26 letters, yo.
I mean, you don't know this?
No, I didn't know it was
I've never
called
heard
12.
this.
I didn't know it was called
I'm into it.
26 letters.
And he looks like a baby here because this is in 2012, so 13 years ago, and he has his rookie card in the video. He shows it up to the screen. It's pretty cool.
All right, so we mentioned that there was a brutal takedown of a commissioner in sports this morning, and it came from Nafisa Collier, who's the best player on the Minnesota Lynx in the WNBA. If you don't follow the WNBA, what's been going on is Cheryl Reeve came out and blistered the officials about a week ago. And the commissioner, Kathy Engelbrecht, and the rest of her front office suspended Cheryl Reeve for a potential season-ending playoff game. And that's exactly what happened.
And fined her $15,000.
Their season is over. She was at a hotel in Phoenix watching her team lose.
Yeah.
I thought there has never been a better example of where you use a big fine and don't suspend somebody than that.
By the way, she also she also fined Becky Hammon and Stephanie White. Becky Hammon coached the Aces and Stephanie White coached the Fever, who came out in support of Cheryl in a completely other series. They fined them $1,000 for supporting her.
Right, which is also ridiculous. But Nafisa Collier is the second best player in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Some people think she's the best player. It's either her or Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
They're both great.
And honestly, she is a fairly mild-mannered person.
Well, I think you'll hear it in her tone here. This runs a little more than a minute. And as you're listening to it, think back in your lifetime if you've ever heard an active player, let alone an all-star MVP candidate, take down a commissioner like this.
So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the Mercury for advancing to the finals. And I want to be clear, this conversation is not about winning or losing. It's about something much bigger. The real threat to our league isn't money, it isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office. Since I've been in the league, you've heard the constant concerns about officiating, and it has now reached levels of inconsistency that plague our sport and undermine the integrity in which it operates. Whether the league cares about the health of the players is one thing, but to also not care about the product we put on the floor is truly self-sabotage. Year after year, the only thing that remains consistent is the lack of accountability from our leaders. The league has a buzzword that they've rolled out as talking points for the CBA as to why they can't pay the players what we're worth. That word is sustainability. But what's truly unsustainable is keeping a good product on the floor while allowing officials to lose control of games. Fans see it every night. Coaches, both winning and losing, point it out every night in pregame and postgame media. Yet leadership just issues fines and looks the other way. They ignore the issues that everyone inside the game is begging to be fixed. That is negligence.
Okay, and she went on for another 3 minutes. Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner of the WNBA, issued this statement after Nafisa Collier said that. I have the utmost respect for Nafisa and for all the players in the WNBA. Together, we have all worked tirelessly to transform this league. My focus remains on ensuring a bright future for the players in the WNBA, including collaborating on how we continue to elevate the game. I am disheartened by how Nafisa characterized our conversations and league leadership, but even when our perspectives differ, my commitment to the players and to this work will not waver. Let me be as blunt as Nafisa Collier was. Kathy Engelbert has her head in the sand. Every time your players and your coaches try to tell you that your officials aren't up to speed, that they are hurting the game, that they are, and by the way, Ramona pointed it out, it's not just Cheryl Reeve. After Cheryl Reeve threw your refs under the bus, two other coaches, Stephanie White and Becky Hammon, said she's right. And then you find them. Finding people for pointing out an obvious problem in your league that you refuse to fix is insane. She needs to either listen to the people in her league or get out. She is a terrible commissioner if she continues to find these people when all they're doing, and they never mention the refs by name. They just say, here's another example. They can't keep up with the speed of the game. They can't officiate. And every time we point it out, all you do is fine us instead of trying to fix the problem. Ramona, does she have to be hit on top of the head with an anvil to realize she has a problem that she needs to fix, but she won't do it?
Just want to break in here real quick. We got a tie game in Chicago. It's San Diego 1, Chicago Cubs 1. Suzuki just homered.
What a blast. Suzuki.
Who homered?
Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki, the catcher?
Seika.
Oh, that's a
Seika.
different guy. Kurt Suzuki played like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, listen. The other thing she said, John, which I thought was really damning, this was Collier alleged that Engelbert told her in a private conversation that superstar Caitlin Clark and other young standouts should, quote, be on their knees in gratitude for the platform the league has given them. Okay. Like, she basically said Caitlin wouldn't have all this money and all this sponsorship dollars if we didn't have the platform for her. And
Really? Well, where was it? How'd your league do before Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier and all? Go ask Lisa Leslie how the league was 20 years ago. This is insane. You can sit there and fine people for telling you the truth, but you have to fix it.
Yeah.
You can't just look the other way and say, it's not a problem, they're making it up. They're not making it up. Your best players are telling you the refs aren't any good. You have 3 really good coaches telling you that the refs stink. And they're not calling them out by name. They're not making it personal. They're telling you, as the commissioner, to fix it. And you continue to just, I mean, come on.
Oh!
Another home run for the Cubbies.
That boy, Carson Kelly.
2-1, Chicago.
Bombs away.
Over the Padres.
Love it. Wrigley Field on their feet. Get those Padres out.
It's in the 5th inning, and they're going to make a pitching change. Here we go.
God bless the Cubs. Get rid of those Padres.
Look, I'll say this. I cover the W to some extent, not like Alexa Philippou or Kendra Andrews, who are on the ground every day, okay? But I've covered the league for 10, 15 years, back to when Lisa Leslie was with the Sparks, and Candace Parker, and all the great players that have played here in L.A. And I would say the league is at a moment that I have never seen before, where it has grown by leaps and bounds, and they're doing all of this year without Caitlin Clark, largely without her. Like, they continue to break ratings records. They continue to break attendance records. Some of that was the Valkyries, but Caitlin's
Momo,
not even playing for the Fever right now.
Let me make this perfectly clear. No one, not one person is coming to see the refs.
Right.
And for you to continue to protect them, Kathy Engelbert, is insane. They're not any good at their job. Get rid of them.
To me, it is also, though, what she said about Caitlin Clark, it is unbelievable. Like, that is
if that doesn't indicate out of touch, I don't know what does.
I don't think the players in the league have all that much respect for Kathy Engelbert if the vice president of the Players Union, which Nafisa Collier is coming out and saying all of that.
And Nafisa Collier is not a rabble-rouser.
No, she's not a hothead.
Yeah, she's not somebody who, you could probably tell by the tone of her voice.
Yeah.
She is dialed in and really smart. And what I would do if I was Kathy Engelbert is say, well, we're hearing it from our coaches. We're hearing from our players that we have a problem with our officiating. I'm taking it personally to fix it. And next year, our officials are going to be better.
What do you think happens? Like, if you're Adam Silver, okay, who has oversight of the WNBA.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Get her out.
But is that not
put Mark Tatum in charge of the WNBA?
Is that not showing good leadership of the, to stand behind somebody you hired to be the commissioner of the WNBA?
But she's shown time and time again that she doesn't get it. If this problem, if you don't see people coming out and saying this about Adam Silver on the men's side.
No.
I mean, because the NBA officials are good.
The
WNBA officials aren't.
I'm trying to think of another commissioner who has been blasted publicly by a star player like this.
Never. Hasn't happened.
Maybe like Bud Selig, maybe?
Yeah, just crazy.
That's about it.
All right, reminder. MLB Wildcard began today. You can catch every playoff game on ESPN Radio and the all-new ESPN LA app. Just hit the ESPN Radio Live Sports tile. Tonight at 6, you can listen on the app or over the air as we bring you Dodgers-Reds Game 1. But get the app. It's free. Did I mention it's free? And be sure to react to the game tomorrow morning, 6:30, with the Blue Review. That's Greg Bergman on ESPN LA's YouTube channel and the Sedano and Cap Morning Show at 7 a.m. here on ESPN LA. When we come back, how are you? Dr. Clapper joins us. Got a lot of questions for Doc. A lot of injuries popping up all over.
LeBron.
In various sports. We'll get into it with Dr. Clapper next, ESPN LA.
Let me tell you about the East Central Hotel in downtown LA. Cappy and I's home away from home. It's so much like home. The general manager over there, Robert Montez, always says hello. He says, Chris, how you doing, buddy? And Adrian Larson, who's the front end manager. Last night I ran into Adrian. He goes, you've got one more night, right? You're staying 3 nights this week. Cappy's staying 2 nights. It's our home away from home. We always talk about the biggest hotel rooms in downtown LA. As we get ready for Lakers season, Kings season, a lot of concerts happening at LA Live. Never get behind the wheel drunk. Be free. Have as many cocktails as you want. Have a party, old party. Just make sure you don't get behind the wheel. Book a room at the East Central Hotel. It's the home of entertainment in downtown LA. EastCentralHotel.com, 213-748-1291, 213-748-1291. If you call in the evening, Jennifer's going to answer the phone and you say, hey, Jennifer, I want the Cappy penthouse. They'll take care of you. Maybe the Kobe room, the Gretzky room, the Madonna room, the Steven Tyler room, or again, the Cappy penthouse. Also, the softest towels in downtown LA. You got the big bath towels. I use the number 2 towels, the middle towels. You know what I use them for at this point. And, of course, you got the washcloths. East Central Hotel in downtown L.A. Cappy and I's home away from home in downtown Los Angeles and the home of entertainment.
Big opinions, big laughs, and even bigger calf muscles. Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis.
For those listening at home, if you've seen Travis's calf muscles,
they're huge.
He's Samoan. 360 windmill on a 10-foot court vertical right now.
From birth, I've been oddly shaped below the knee. Is it that weird? Do I look strange?
No, you don't look strange.
I was taken back.
You just have big calves.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Sellers Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs, agents, or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Sellers Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $20,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Sellers Advantage.
You can tell Halloween is near by all the colorful Christmas lights. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
3 amazing cigars, spectacular spirits, and a feast fit for kings. Also, a live performance by Martini Kings. Smoking good times, October 5th.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Land Rover Defender, October 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Brett Michaels' only SoCal engagement, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay, and this football season, it's time to celebrate game day with Stella Rosa wines. From tailgates to touchdowns, Stella Rosa brings the flavor and excitement with your chance to win a trip to a major football game on January 1st. Prizes include game tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations, all covered by Stella Rosa. Sip, cheer, and celebrate all season long. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. Must be 21 years of age or older. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, everybody, it's Chris Morales. I know we do the bit on the air a lot, and we do it tongue-in-cheek that I almost died. And yes, earlier in the year, I almost died. And here's the thing. I did a lot of things that led up to that, a lot of poor choices, but you never think you're going to hear while you're laying in the emergency room in the hospital that you have heart failure. And thank God I was at Providence, because I do believe 100% without the amazing doctors, the amazing nurses, the amazing team at Providence, I probably would have died. They were all over it. They took care of me. They earned my trust, and they took care of my health. And Providence knows that every patient is unique. Providence built a care plan that fits your life, your needs, and your heart. My case was unique. After the first week, everybody thought I was just going to go home with heart failure. And then I had several seizures. And that led to realizing I had had several strokes earlier in the week. Then it was a second week in the hospital. But Providence saved my life. Providence stands with patients during some of life's most challenging moments. And they stand with the families. My entire family was in the hospital with me, watching over me. Providence, bringing skill, compassion, and everything they have to every case.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
137 on Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence on Mason and Ireland. Momo's here in for Mace. By the way, earlier we were talking about Ireland wants to just be a fist bump guy. He don't want to shake no hands. And you said, what if our biggest partner wanted to shake your hand? Well, Scott Cooper, who represents Morongo, checked in with Mark Cates and said, fist bumps are for barbecues or kids' birthday parties. You better shake my hand, Ireland.
Okay, I will, Scott. I don't think I can get around it. But right now, one of the reasons I don't want to shake hands is because I think that's how we transfer colds to a lot of people.
The man who knows.
But, yeah, I was going to say, that's me just, like, hearing other people tell me. Dr. Robert Clapper, who is our doctor, who's the host of the Weekend Warrior Show, is online right now. Dr. Clapper, am I right, or is that an old wives' tale that we get colds sometimes from shaking hands?
You are absolutely right, John Ireland, because the greatest thing we've done in hospitals across America is really make sure every time you walk out of a patient's room, there is a sterility gel you put in your hands, because hand washing is the most important thing you can do to prevent germs from spreading.
Okay, so Dr. Clapper, I got a scenario for you.
Hi, Ramona.
How are you?
How are you?
Sunday,
How are you?
Sunday mornings, I coach 2 soccer teams. Both of my sons are playing, 3-year-old and the 6-year-old, soon to be 7-year-old. Okay, the 3-year-old soccer, I gotta keep the kids on the field because emotionally it's hard for them and overwhelming. So I have to hold their hand a lot. Like I'm holding their hand because they're whatever. And I have this theory now that I have developed some kind of immunity because I'm holding all of these little germy hands every Sunday. And I wash my hands afterwards, but I'm probably touching my face. I'm doing all that. But like, I think that the exposure to all these germs is helping me. Do you agree with that, or am I just making that up?
No, and I would also tell you that you want your 3-year-old and your 6-year-old to get as many colds when they go to kindergarten and first grade as they possibly can, because that's how you build up their immune system.
Interesting.
Don't protect them. When they want to eat something that fell on the floor, let them. Don't wash it off.
That's see, we got permission now to eat food off the floor.
Let's rub a little dirt on it.
This whole segment's a massive success.
This is the hygiene hypothesis, right? There's actually a hygiene hypothesis to it.
Okay,
that people get less sick the dirtier they are.
A lot of sports stuff to get to, Dr. Clapper. Let's start with this one. Juju Watkins, the National Player of the Year in women's basketball at USC, considered to be the brightest young prospect maybe ever. And that's a school that had Cheryl Miller and Lisa Leslie. Juju is right up there with them. Says she's sitting out the entire year. She tore the ACL in her right knee in March. Does that make sense to you that she would have to miss an entire season with a torn right ACL? Does that pass does that pass muster with you?
Yes, and here's why, John. Juju Watkins, let's remember in March during the NCAA tournament, she tore her ACL non-contact. So there was a mismatch, which is more common, by the way, than a collision injury. We see more ACL tears now without contact, and she had surgery. it's as though, and I'm the son of a carpenter, so here's a clap revision for you. It isn't about the framing of the house, the 2x4s, and then the walls go up and then the roof goes on. But what really makes it a house is you need the plumbing and you need the electrical wiring. That's what really makes the house livable. The brain communication to her knee already told us it was a disconnect in a non-contact ACL. So, yes, structurally, the framing, the 2x4s, surgeons, we rebuild the ligaments, but what's waiting now is the neuromuscular communication between her repaired knee and her brain so the muscles fire at the right time to give the greatest protection to the knee and its ligament, not just relying on the knee ligament. So it is fantastic that she's waiting for the fine-tuning to occur, which is the nerve connection to her knee, to her brain.
Okay. In the past couple of days, Dave McMenamin has reported that the Lakers and LeBron have had conversations about him doing the least amount possible in training camp or taking pressure off of his body early on.
They say he's got nerve irritation in his glute, Dr. Clapper.
And Doc, you and I both know that I have a history with sciatica, with back stuff, etc. When I heard nerve irritation in his glute, my mind went to the back. Am I wrong here, or is there something else that could be at play?
Well, my wife says I never answer the question, so I'm going to do my best to answer the question. Dwight Howard, when we remember he played for Orlando, complained about his back, and he claimed they weren't listening. And it took Dr. Watkins Sr. to meet with Dwight Howard when he said, yes, your back is not structural just from your back, but your back pain is coming from a pinched nerve and sciatica, which is something you could speak about, Ramona. So that's the distinguishing part. Is it a gluteal muscle? We all deal with stuff like that. But if it's a radiating pain into the glute from the back, yes. And listen, he's got that foot and ankle thing that doesn't seem to go away. So all the pounding of 20-plus years of playing basketball, add up all the playoff games that he's done, it's like 2 or 3 extra seasons that he's played. This idea of pounding your foot, your ankle, the cartilage, but the discs in his back, you are very right to say, leave him alone. Let him play when he needs to play. Enough with the practice.
Dr. Robert Clapper is our guest. He hosts the Weekend Warrior show every weekend here on ESPN LA. Dr. Clapper, last night, Tyreek Hill had a very ugly incident. They wouldn't even show the replay. His leg basically got snapped, and it was like Joe Theismann-esque.
Yes.
But explain something to me. I see that he's already out of surgery. In other words, this happened last night, and this morning they throw him into surgery. Why does a guy have to go into surgery so fast? I'm guessing there's a reason for that, right?
Yes. The reason is, and it's kind of similar to what we just talked about, the Clapper vision of building the house. The ligaments, the bones, these are all the structural elements that we are very good at fixing as an orthopedic surgeon. So an acute injury like Tyreek Hill, we don't necessarily even need a graft. We just take the ripped off ligament and put stitches and drill it and put it back into the bone. It's much easier in these acute type injuries. But the reason Tyreek Hill's knee injury is so different than everybody else's is because he dislocated his knee. Right. And when that occurs, we really worry about the artery being torn and nerve damage. And we got to make sure he doesn't have what's known as a compartment syndrome, which is a disaster, or a vascular injury. So, if you rule that out, which was done in the hospital, that his artery's okay and his nerve is okay, man, it is delightful to just put those ligaments back into the bone, bolt them back in place, and let it heal. He's obviously not going to be back for a while, but, man, did he dodge a bullet.
Oh, so Will Smith, the Dodgers catcher, we're just moving from knees to arm and hand injuries, okay? He took a foul ball off his right hand on September 3rd in Pittsburgh and played only one of the Dodgers' final 23 games as a result of the hairline fracture.
And they put him on the postseason roster, Dr. Clapper. He's available tonight.
Does this seem a little fast for you for a fractured hand? 3 weeks?
So just like in the world of real estate, what do they say? Location, location, location. If you look at your body right now, look at your forearm, I'm sure you'll be able to find a beauty mark or a freckle, right? No big deal. You've had it your whole life. But there are patients who have a freckle. They have a beauty mark on the lens of their eye, okay? So in my world of surgery, it's all about location. Why is that the answer to the Will Smith question? Because the blood supply to the hand and the bones in the hand is so rich that you can actually have a fracture, but you don't have to wait the 6 weeks like you would if it's an ankle fracture or a kneecap fracture. You will see healing in a month. Now, pain is going to be really important here, but if he has no pain, the power grip to hold that baseball bat and to throw that ball, if he has no pain, I would not restrict him.
Is there a chance of re-injury, though?
No. Pain is his guide. I do not worry that he gets hit again, that it's going to further extend the fracture. He's 4 weeks into it, into the healing. And remember this, Ramona, the beauty, the miracle of our bodies is that when a fracture occurs, our bodies lay down more calcium in the healing. It's called a callus, that you actually have more bone than you had before. So it's not, hey, this is my weak hand. It's actually stronger than it was before the fracture.
Cool. Great stuff, Dr. Clapper. As always, we look forward to checking out the Weekend Warrior, and we'll talk to you again next week. Have a great week.
Okay, thank you. God bless you guys. Thanks, John.
All right, there's Dr. Robert Clapper from Cedars-Sinai. Chris, when's the Weekend Warrior show these days?
7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Saturday mornings.
Beautiful, as you would say.
Beautiful.
He's probably already been up and surfing.
All right, coming up next.
I hope so.
Mason talked me into hopping in a Waymo.
Oh, boy.
I really liked it. Should Waymos get tickets if they violate the law? Think about it. There are no driverless car. Why pull them over to give them we'll get into it next. Mason in Ireland, Momo in for Mace, ESPN LA.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
You were like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody. The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship-level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR, that's 866-62-FLOOR, or shop on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
151 on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on Mason and Ireland. Momo in for Mace. ESPN LA is giving you a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Kravitz, and me this Thursday night for the Rams postgame show live from Hollywood Park Casino. While you're there, enter to win the e-bike plus score other great prizes like signed memorabilia and tickets to upcoming ESPN LA events. Don't miss it, Hollywood Park Casino, 3883 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood this Thursday. After the game, must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, party and play 24/7. I know John is going to get to the Waymo story in just a moment. But Momo, on Thursday morning on the Sedano and Cat Morning Show, which you can now hear 7 a.m. each weekday.
I listen to you guys. I'm driving to school. We listen to it.
We're doing the Yom Kippur special.
Oh.
And as you know,
will you be fasting?
I will be fasting, but also because I'm getting lab work done.
Oh, okay.
So can you do a whiner real quick for the Yom Kippur special? We'll do it on the air here. 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Yom Kippur special.
You got to say, like, hey, it's Momo.
Oh, hey, it's Momo. It's time to atone. You're listening to the oh, shoot. Let's do it again.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, it's Momo. It's time to atone because you're listening to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Yom Kippur special.
Beautiful.
That was perfect.
Well done, Momo.
3 takes.
Right.
3 takes. That wasn't.
So,
it wasn't
Emily,
I told you.
Emily, what is this story about a Waymo getting a ticket? Now, for people who don't know what a Waymo is, it is a driverless car. How can you give a ticket to a car and not a person?
Well, that's what the police officers were wondering at the same time too. So police officers were on the street, trying to catch people doing illegal driving techniques, and they saw a car that did an illegal U-turn, and they go to pull over this car, and there was no driver, and it's a Waymo, and I don't even think that there was a person in the Waymo. It's probably a Waymo trying to get to somebody else.
Yeah,
and so they were left with kind of this. So what do we do here? And then Waymo has
somebody's filming this.
Probably, and
like
also
the dash cam.
Of course, if it doesn't happen on tape, it doesn't count.
Yeah. And the Waymo records everything all the time. I've taken several Waymos.
Yeah, they have like
before.
28 cameras on those things.
But it gets to the question of okay, so if there was a person in the car, though, are they responsible? Do they get the ticket? Who gets the ticket in the situation for illegal driving techniques?
No, if I'm in the car,
Elon.
If
it's
I'm
not
in
even Elon's cars.
No, if I'm in the car, I didn't do it. I'm not driving. I shouldn't get a ticket.
Who bought the Waymo? Who owns the Waymo?
Alphabet.
Google.
Google? I thought it was Elon.
No. So Waymo is from Google Alphabet, and Alphabet is their AI wing of Google.
Okay.
And they are
contracted
Waymo.
by Uber and Lyft to run these.
No, so these are actually not run by Uber or Lyft. It's Waymo's a completely different company.
Oh, so there's probably an app that's just for Waymo?
Yep, there is an app just for Waymo. And they learned from humans driving the car. So they hired humans to drive around LA/San Francisco and the places where Waymos are. And they they mimic the Waymo after their driving technique. So maybe there was a bad driver here in LA or in the Bay Area that took a bad illegal U-turn.
Or maybe the cops just, what do you mean a bad U-turn? Whether it's just a place where you're not supposed to? Yeah.
An illegal U-turn.
So they just didn't see the sign or whatever?
Yes. So the Waymo mimicked that driving pattern and then now seemingly does it every time it goes to that U-turn.
Yeah, I don't think you can give a ticket to a passenger in the Waymo.
There must be accountability.
Yeah, that makes zero sense.
It's got to go to the programmers. I don't think you get a ticket, but I think that you give the feedback to Alphabet.
And Alphabet/Google said that they have their cars have been safer than anything else on the road. They've decreased driver injury by X amount %. So they think it's still safe, but come on, pay up for that parking ticket.
Okay, so before we get to Fast Track, I wanted to play this one clip. This is Don LaGreca, who is on our sister station in New York. We were talking earlier about how the Angels need a new owner, how, if you're just tuning in, the Angels fired the temporary manager. They fired Ron Washington, the real manager, and they're going to have a new manager next year.
Let's see what happens with Perry Manassian.
Yeah, we still don't know if the GM, you should probably fire the guy who keeps hiring all these bad managers. But
if the managers are indeed bad,
it could be worse.
Yeah.
We could be the Mets. So the Mets were mad. The Mets have the second highest payroll in the league behind the Dodgers. And they were mad at the Marlins for celebrating over the weekend because the Marlins knocked the Mets out of the playoffs.
Oh, this is so bad.
And Don LaGreca, who is in New York and covers the Mets, has pretty much had it with the Mets. Here's LaGreca.
You don't have a chance to complain when you blow it the way they did. You take it. You take it. You get smacked in the face, you take it. You don't defend yourself. This team is not worth defending. We're a worthless piece of garbage organization right now. Hopefully we'll get up from it. Hopefully they'll make the right decisions. But stop complaining about the Marlins. Stop complaining about the Reds. Stop thinking you're better than you actually are. Stop worrying about the Yankees and worry about yourself. Own the town. My ass. How about owning a above 500 record and making the playoffs with the second highest payroll in baseball? Look in the mirror. The words Yankees or Marlins or baseball or Manfred or anything coming out of your mouth other than we suck, I don't want to hear it. So shut your mouth. That's what ticks me off. Those are the creeps. Oh, how come the tiebreaker is head-to-head? We should be playing. Stop. You wouldn't deserve it. You didn't deserve to make the playoffs because you couldn't beat the Marlins. One more time.
Isn't he right?
That was amazing.
Yeah, he's right.
Anything other than we suck
No.
should not be coming out of here. That was an amazing rant.
It could be worse, Angel fans. You could be the Mets.
I know. Well, listen, I watched that coming down because we were all trying to find out who the Dodgers were going to play. It was, and neither of the teams that the Dodgers were going to play won on the last day of the season. The Reds just somehow got in because they had the tiebreaker.
Right.
But both of them
Had the
lost.
Mets won, they'd be in.
Yeah, the Mets won that game. But I will say this. I think it is far better to be the Mets than it is to be the Angels because at least their owner is going for it. At least they're spending. And I feel bad for the Tigers, how they collapsed. I feel bad for all their fans. That's terrible to be on a team like that and watch your team just absolutely take a nosedive for really no good reason. But I was in attendance when the Dodgers were not very good. And they beat the Giants on the last day of the season. Do you remember this? To keep the Giants out of the playoffs.
One of the most glorious days in Dodger history.
I think that was one of my favorite games I've ever attended.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't know why the Mets or anybody associated with them is mad at the Marlins. That if the roles were reversed and you get to play spoiler against a division rival, you're the low budget Marlins who don't spend anything. You beat the team that gave Juan Soto $700 million. You get to celebrate, and the Mets just have to sit there and take it. I think that tells me everything I need to know about the guys in that clubhouse, that they're mad about that.
All right, coming up next, Emily and Brian have some stuff for us. We'll get into it all in Fast Track. First, I want to tell you about my friends at Toyota and the incredible Southern California Toyota dealers. I talked to the guys at Manhattan Beach Toyota today. I'm going to go in there and look at the new Toyotas on Thursday. But right now is the best time to get a new Toyota. The We Make It Easy sales event is here. And what that means is you can get a great deal on a brand new car, truck, or SUV, and you can do it one of two ways. You can go in to your Southern California Toyota dealer and see them in person. That's what I'm going to do on Thursday. Or you can go on Toyota.com. I was messing around there last night. You can order up a car, add any features. It's great. So either go into your Southern California Toyota dealer or go to Toyota.com to set yourself up. It's the best time for a great deal with the biggest selection of the year and the biggest savings. And by the way, you're going to be hearing a lot about Toyota with the Lakers starting up on Friday because Toyota and the Lakers are celebrating 50 years of a partnership. So you're going to hear all sorts of sales, all sorts of promotions. And right now the sale is the We Make It Easy sales event, and it's going to be going on all season long. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, check out your Southern California Toyota dealers or visit Toyota.com. Why? Because Toyota makes it easy.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
They might stumble, they might fall.
So,
I fall. Kind of, sort of frequently.
Yes.
But DeMarco and Travis always get back up.
During a 5K at Angel Stadium, I fall. Okay, this is my lot.
This is what he does.
Still at the golf course.
But you get back up.
I get so far.
Yeah, you get up. There you go.
Catch the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
John Ireland for Blue Ice, the finest potato vodka sourced from Idaho and pure Snake River Aquafire water. Find classic Blue Ice vodka or any of their unique flavors in stores or ask for it by name. Blue Ice vodka, because taste is everything.
You can tell Halloween is near by all the colorful Christmas lights. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
3 amazing cigars, spectacular spirits, and a feast fit for kings. Also, a live performance by Martini Kings. Smoking good times, October 5th.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Land Rover Defender, October 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Brett Michaels' only SoCal engagement, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Denis Bouanga has etched his name into LAFC club history.
Denis shot and in! Denis Bouanga is LAFC's top scorer all time!
Congratulations, Denis, on passing Carlos Vela and becoming LAFC's all-time leading scorer.
Oh, Denis, you celebrate, young man!
And Bouanga is not done yet. More history, more goals, more memorable moments still to come. Right here on the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN.
Slow drain, dips in water pressure? Call the experts at NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Get your stubborn drain working again with NextGen's expert drain clearing for just $88. Call 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com. CSLB number 1011173.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, no Mace today, but Emily's here. Em, before you go, the Dodger lineup is out today, and the odd man out is Miguel Rojas. Kike Hernandez is in the lineup. Here it is. Ohtani leading off DH. Mookie Betts second. Freddie Freeman third. Hitting fourth, Max Muncy. That's a surprise. Teoscar Hernandez fifth. Tommy Edman sixth. Andy Paez seven. Kike Hernandez playing left field, hitting 8. And Ben Rortvedt is going to do the catching. Blake Snell on the mound. Em, take it away.
And just one more baseball update. We got Chicago Cubs up 2-1 at the top of the 8th over the Padres. So
Go, Cubs,
hoping that
go!
holds on.
Remember, if you want to hear any of the baseball playoff action, you can go to the ESPN LA app, click the ESPN Radio live sports tile, and we will have Dodgers Reds tonight at 6 right here on 710 in the app.
So I shed a tear, and I believe that all the AMC theaters should hang their flags at half-mast today because Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have called it quits after 20 years.
Final.
What? And if you're wondering why I said the AMC theaters, Nicole Kidman does the final ad at the end of every trailer. And she
Come to this place for magic.
So
I know that ad.
Exactly, it's a great ad. But it's I feel bad for all of them. But who do you think?
What do they cite? What's the statement?
That they've been growing apart. That they never saw each other. Either Nicole was on set or he was on tour, and that also I believe one of her children is abroad, and so she might want to move closer to her children. So I think child not with him. So who do you think wins in this? Who do you think comes out better in the long run? Do you think it's going to be Keith Urban or Nicole Kidman long term?
I think Kidman's a bigger star, and that's not to diminish Keith Urban. I think he's a big star too. But Nicole has been in probably 75
Everything she does
movies.
is a big movie.
Yeah, and they're all great.
18 million TV shows in the last 5
He's
years.
still on American Idol?
I don't know about that.
Keith
I don't
Urban?
think so.
He was for a while.
No, I don't think so. I think it's Lionel Richie. It's Luke Bryan. And is Katy Perry still doing it?
I don't know.
Or
I
does she
haven't watched
step
it in a
down?
couple seasons.
I don't know. I'm
That's
watching it.
Luke Bryan, Lionel Richie, and Carrie Underwood right
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Carrie Underwood had a hit song with Keith Urban.
Yeah.
The Fighter. But, that's too bad. I'm sad they broke up, but, boy, Nicole Kidman is sick talented. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she really is.
She's going to do fine.
You guys see Baby Girl? That's
No.
a good movie. Go watch that tonight. Have fun. Not with kids.
I'm watching the Dodgers tonight. What's
Yeah, we
wrong
watching
with
Dodgers.
you?
Yeah.
Fast track.
All right, so if you need something to listen to, there's a new podcast that just came out today called Rushmore. I think you can find it on X. It's about 30 minutes, but it's Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and they kind of go back and forth on who the best wide receivers are. They build their own Mount Rushmores of wide receivers.
Tell Mason. He'll love that.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. They do go back and forth. They ultimately land on.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Okay. Randy Moss.
He is on one.
Terrell Owens.
Not on any.
Ooh.
Wow.
Marvin Harrison.
He's on Peyton's list.
Okay. Do you think one of the Patriots, like Julian Edelman or Gronk, is on there, Momo? For Brady?
For Brady.
Brady's got to have
It's gotta go.
Gronk.
Brady does have Gronk on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Edelman.
No, he doesn't have
Edelman.
Gronk and
No?
Edelman. All right, so that's 2 strikes.
Jerry Rice?
Oh,
Would
wait
they
a minute.
pick somebody
I
they didn't throw to?
Yeah,
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice is
Yeah.
on there. Wait a minute. I got another one. Calvin Johnson. Somebody
Not
has.
on there.
Okay,
Randy
how about
Moss?
Sterling Sharp?
Randy, yes. No Sterling.
All right, no, wait, we're out. We have more than 3 strikes.
Okay.
The ones you didn't guess, Tony Gonzalez, Raymond Berry, and Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald.
we should've
That's a
got
good one.
Fitz. Yeah, we should have got Fitzgerald. That's interesting, though.
Yeah, the whole concept of this new podcast, though, is I
Okay.
guess every week they're going to build these Mount Rushmores.
Oh, Mason will love it.
In or out on this? And did they nail that right with the wide receivers?
Well, it's subjective.
The whole concept is Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmores, yeah.
Have they been listening to sports talk radio from the late
Yeah, a
90s?
little bit.
They
Probably,
must regularly listen to Dan Cilio's show. He's been doing that bit
Oh
for
my
30
God.
years.
The big
Who's your Mount
Sills.
Rushmore? Your top 5.
Yeah.
Come on. By the way, how many presidents are on Mount Rushmore? Is it 5?
4.
Okay.
I thought it was 4.
No, it's got to be 4.
It's 4.
I thought it was 4.
Well, if Trump has his way, it'll be 5.
Roosevelt, Washington, Lincoln, and
Washington.
No, Roosevelt, Washington.
Oh, there's 4.
Teddy.
There's 4.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Both.
There's 4. I just looked it up. It's George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Roosevelt,
Jefferson.
and Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt, which
All
is the one who kind of doesn't, belong up there. But
But he
I
built
think-
it.
But he built it, so
Yeah.
he gets to be on there.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Is there room for another? Has anyone been there?
There's I have been there. There's a little room, but I don't know if we want to desecrate the Black Hills any more than we have with that. So yeah,
Is it an amazing place? I've never been.
it's very pretty.
Yeah.
It's actually, I mean, the actual Mount Rushmore isn't that interesting because
Oh.
you're just looking up at the thing. But the way to get there and out is you're in the
It's cool,
Black Hills
right?
of South Dakota, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
And
So
you
South
fly
Dakota's
into
gorgeous.
like Bismarck
Sioux
or something?
Falls.
Sioux
Yeah.
Falls.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Beautiful.
I drove across country, and that's why I stopped there.
Girl. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Thelma and Louise style with my best friend.
Oh.
We
Did you
didn't
meet
drive
Brad
off a
Pitt?
cliff. Yeah, we didn't meet Brad Pitt, and we didn't drive off a cliff. But everything else was Thelma and Louise.
Imagine if we did an ESPN LA Mount Rushmore and we didn't put Mason. We just put Ireland and like a bunch of other people.
He would quit.
But not Mason.
Yeah, he would quit. He'd be so offended he would quit. He would spiral into a deep depression and quit.
We should actually come up, somebody in the audience should come up with a graphic, or we can, of our own
It's
Mount
not that
Rushmore.
hard with AI. Yeah.
Right.
It'd
And
be
then
done right
just
now.
not put Mason on it.
Somebody will do it right now on
Okay.
Twitter.
But before we continue with Fast Track, I wanted to duck this one thing in there. Have you guys had I've been watching a lot of football, a lot of college
Yeah, I
games, a lot
watched
of
a lot this
NFL
weekend,
games.
too.
I've got such a great day on Saturday. So listen to this. Friday night, I'm doing the Laker game in Palm Desert. Immediately after the game, we are flying from Palm Desert to San Francisco, which means I have a complete off day Saturday in San Francisco.
Awesome.
I'm going to sit around all day and watch football. But one thing I've noticed, and the baseball playoffs will be going on too. One thing I've noticed, way too many penalties.
Yeah.
We're stopping the game. Like I've always said over the years, really good officials manage a game. If you've called 3 penalties in a row, maybe let the next play go. Someone else is starting to notice this, and it's Troy Aikman. This was Troy calling the Monday Night Football game last night.
I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. That's a good call. It's just not a necessary call. You know? I was waiting for it. I had no opportunity to try to make a play.
First down and 25. Spinning catch by Dobbins. And Dobbins brought down by Dax Hill.
Nothing brings a broadcast to a screeching halt more than these yellow flags.
I couldn't agree more. Here is Ingram on the catch and run. A good job to find his way and get some yardage, but there's a flag down, and guess what? It's an ineligible man downfield. Troy?
Yeah, the product just not very good. I'm going to be honest. It's just not very good. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Isn't Aikman right?
Yes.
Stop calling so many friggin' penalties. Manage the game. If an ineligible receiver is downfield, and it didn't have anything to do with the result of the play, let it go.
So that guy called on USC on Saturday, which reversed a touchdown, which changed the game.
Right.
And I was watching the game with Stephanie, and she said, why did they call that penalty? Were they going to throw to him? I go, no, not at all.
Obviously I do a lot of NBA games.
Right.
Yeah.
There are fouls committed on every single play.
Of course. And if you wanted to call it, you could.
They don't call them.
Yeah.
Stop it, refs. Put the yellow flag. A good ref will always say, do I have to call this right before he calls it? And there's not enough of that. Aikman's right. They should start doing that. More Fast Track coming at you next. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Is it time to sell your home? Whether you're downsizing, moving, or inheriting a property, call Seller's Advantage. With decades of experience, they offer custom cash solutions and can close in days. No repairs, no agents, no hassle, just a great offer that gives you peace of mind. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234 or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Hey, it's Mason. The NFL is back at Cosm. Watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm and feel the energy of game day in the Dome and in the Hall. This season, before every Rams home game, you can hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the Hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, you get in there for free. Don't miss Cosm's signature menu. Go check it out, Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, Thursday, October 2nd, this Thursday, for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HPC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older. See you there Thursday.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
And before we get into Fast Track, I'm just going to give you an update from the game in Chicago. Cubs are up 2-1 over the Padres.
Yes.
And they have runners on first and second, one out in the bottom of the eighth. So we'll see if they get some more runs in over those stinking Padres. Right, Chris?
Gutless scumbag Padres. By the way, my knee, I just hit my knee on the counter, and here's why it hurts.
How are you?
Because I fell yesterday at media day. Did you know that?
No.
When?
Did you hear about that?
No,
I hit the rug next to the podium, and I went flying while Gabe Vincent was up there.
Man.
And Gabe stopped and went, I hope everything's okay. And Trudell had a front seat. And obviously, Trudell knows my background, so he was really freaked out.
Yeah.
And then Lisa was right there, who's the facilities VP.
Yeah.
The
And was
great
like,
Lisa Estrada.
she's like, you're okay, right? And I said, yeah, I'm just going to the restroom. All's good. She was waiting for me outside the restroom when I got out, and she's like, I'm just making sure you're good, right? I'm like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, so you know who else banged their knee at media day yesterday?
Who?
Bradley Beal.
Ooh.
He was getting up from his press conference and, getting up from the table and just, really loudly banged his knee. And this is a guy who had knee surgery in the offseason, and we were like, ooh.
Not good.
That was not good. Oh, what do you got?
Cubs score.
Oh, put up another
run.
It's 3-1 Cubs. They have a runner on second.
Have a Wrigley. Is it a Wrigley dog or a Wrigley wiener? Which one is it?
Hey.
Either one
Chicago
works.
dog. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, and good fall talk, Travis. You should bring it up, or you should bring up with Travis and DeMarco
Yeah, I'm
show
going
later.
to, yeah.
All right, so, I was going to talk about the Rams. Okay, so the Rams, Kyron Williams put the ball on the deck this Sunday. He fumbled again, which is something that we had an issue with last year, where he would fumble a lot during the season. He is his first fumble of the season, but we've seen his touches go down a little bit more with the use of Blake Corum. And with this, do we think that we're going to see even less of Kyron coming up on Thursday? because of the fumbling issue. What do you guys think?
The quickest way to get into an NFL coach's doghouse is to turn the ball over. They hate it more than anything. I used to do a show with Jim Mora, not young Jim, but the older Jim, the former
playoff Jim.
Yeah, playoff. Great guy. And Mora used to beat it in. I learned more. 3 years doing a show with him, I learned more about football than from anyone. And he said, the most important thing in football that fans don't realize is possession of the ball. He said, if you hand me a stat sheet at the end of the game that doesn't have the score anywhere on it, I can tell you who won by just looking at the turnovers.
Interesting.
And he said, turnovers kill you. He said they are and I remember Marty Schottenheimer saying to me once, you cannot play for me if you put the ball on the ground. He goes, I would bench LaDainian Tomlinson if he fumbled. He said, he goes, we can't have it. So I'm worried. Kyron Williams on my fantasy team.
Me too.
If he puts it on the ground again, I think Blake Corum takes his job. People hate that.
But by the way, McVay knew this when he wanted to re-sign him to the new deal. McVay knew he puts the ball on the ground, right?
But like Derrick Henry never fumbled, and now he fumbles every week.
I know. It's amazing.
It comes and goes.
Kyron is a great running back, but I think it's kind of like the hot, crazy skill that you use in How I Met Your Mother, where you can be this crazy if you're this hot. I think you can be this good at being a running back and fumble. So, if you're that incredible, you score that many touchdowns, but the more fumbles you get, the more you come down the hot, crazy scale.
Yeah. Brian, you got one more?
Fast
Yeah, I got one more here for you. So this one's about Lamar. A little update on Lamar, though. He apparently might be out a couple
Lamar
weeks here
Jackson,
with that.
you mean? Okay.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson with the hamstring injury. So
A lot of Lamars here.
could be, this and that Rams game. But he came out earlier with GQ Sports talking about cologne. And in an interview he had, he said, quote, I prefer the smell of a girl perfume, something real soft. And so he led me to create a unisex cologne.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this, yeah.
Yeah, and he said the smell of it is wonderful, soft, and sexy. But he prefers the soft smell, and he doesn't like the overly manly smell, per se, for
I
cologne.
get that.
It kind of got me thinking, do you have, like, a signature smell, like a cologne that you go to? Or are you kind of same thing, unisex, whatever, it doesn't matter?
I know I'm not using no unisex cologne.
I used to wear cologne all the time, and after I got married, I just stopped.
Why?
Stop trying.
I already got the girl.
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
You stop trying once you get
still
married.
wear cologne.
I used to always wear a perfume called White Shoulders.
Oh.
I don't. It's an old school. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I've never heard of White
I don't know. It's a
Shoulders,
really
though.
old school one.
Do you still have some?
I think I still, because that stuff lasts forever.
It does.
Like, it's still in my bag. I don't think I've worn cologne in a while or perfume in a while.
Why not?
You're
Because I
married?
got married. I have kids.
Come on, guys. You can't let the romance die.
No, well,
Facts.
but if Lisa wanted me to start wearing cologne again, I would. I
Yeah.
don't think she
what about
cares.
your
What I
coworkers?
do wear is what I do use is a lot of smelly soap, good smelling soap.
Okay, well, that's
So
good.
I think that lasts a little while.
I
And
love when somebody
lotion or
says, "Oh,
something.
you smell amazing," and
Yeah, it's
a
good.
lot of times it's Stephanie, which is great.
Yeah.
but sometimes it's not Stephanie, and I still,
Yeah,
I
it's
like
true.
the
It's a good thing.
I like the attention.
Don't
All
get
right.
me and Sua started on deodorant because him and I got into beef because
Yeah,
I
he
said
doesn't.
that
He doesn't use like typical deodorant.
What does he use? Like some of the
he
natural,
uses natural deodorant, aluminum free.
It don't
and
work.
now every week at pregame he says, "Okay, Emily, smell my armpits,"
All right.
and he doesn't smell bad, so he had to adjust. The thing with the natural deodorant, you had to have like a week of adjusting, and you smell
Right.
like crap.
Right, exactly. By the way, if Sua wants me to smell him, I will. I'm a Sua guy.
Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah, that's how I've been
he's
able
great.
to. That's how
All
I've been able to delete
Hey,
Keyshawn out of my phone.
Before we go to break, what was that story you were telling me
Wow.
about the pizza and the wedding?
Oh yes, okay. So there's a wedding. Someone put this out there on, I believe it was like TikTok or something.
Right.
Like
Because
basically,
I was just at a wedding last week.
basically, am I the a-hole in this situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she went to a wedding where they weren't served a meal from like 12 p.m. to like 8 p.m.
Oh.
There's little tiny hors d'oeuvres here and there, but really not anything substantial. And so she
A long
ordered,
wedding.
Yeah. She ordered pizza to the reception.
Yeah, I get it.
A lot of pizza for other people
Other
who were
people.
guests. But she was a guest of the wedding. And the bride got upset. Is this rude to order pizzas to a wedding that's not your own?
Absolutely not. Especially if there was no food, no meal provided over an 8-hour period from noon to 8 p.m. Those people are cheap.
Yeah.
And if there's no food, I might
Or it's
order
just
a
bad
pizza.
planning. Like whoever was in charge of the logistics at this wedding. A, why is this taking so long? Why is this an 8-hour wedding?
Right.
But I mean, nobody needs that long to get married
That's
and
a
even
long
have a
time.
celebration. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But secondly, like, that's just, look, it's possible the caterer dropped the ball. It's possible somebody just didn't think things through, or there were supposed to be more than appetizers or like chips and dip or something. But yeah, I think maybe ordering a pizza for yourself and some of your friends is okay. I don't know that I would order like 4 of them for everyone at the wedding. That makes the bride look bad. But I don't know. I think at that point, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You're hungry.
To me, I think ordering pizza is actually you're doing a service for the other people at the wedding.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And that bride sounds like a bridezilla. Why do you care if somebody
Well,
ordered a pizza
it's
at your
embarrassing.
wedding?
And you want everyone to have a
Well,
good
then
time.
cough it up.
Yeah.
Give me some
Yeah.
food.
Okay, I'm gonna name names and spill some tea here.
Oh, boy.
tea. Okay, I went to Chineo Gumake's wedding.
Okay.
Okay, this was an event in Houston.
Okay.
An
That's where the Agumakays are from,
Yes, they're
right?
from there, and I want to say there were thousands of people there. Like
Okay.
it felt
Wow.
like thousands. Like it was so many people. And there was the wedding happened. Then we went over to like a reception tent while they were taking photos. And there was appetizers there. There was like definitely some real food. And at that point, I did not realize how vital it was to eat that food. I had like maybe a little bit to eat, but I was like, I don't want to like pig out right now because we probably have a dinner coming. But the dinner came much later.
Okay.
And the dinner was one of those that was like a buffet style, like 2 buffets on each side. And there were so
right.
And some waiter came over and said, we'll come by and tell you when it's your table's turn to eat.
So you're just sitting there watching everybody else eat, and there's 1,000 people
And then
there.
everybody, at some point, like maybe a couple hours into this, we all looked at each other. I was at the table with like Malika and Mark Spears was there, a bunch the ESPN table. And we all looked at each other. I go, I don't think anyone's coming to tell us it's our turn to eat. Like, how long are we going to sit here and wait?
No,
Like,
I think you go for the power
so
move
we
there.
just kind of got up and went to go get some food because everyone
the way
was
to
really
play it.
hungry. But this was not Shanae's fault. This was our fault for not eating more of the appetizers when they were provided, and also being rule followers, waiting for someone to come back over and tell us to go eat because no one else did.
Yeah, I think if you're going to ask people to be there that long, you got to cough up the food.
Yeah, definitely. And you got to eat, especially when you got to.
you got to eat when provided.
If you're serving alcohol and a
Yeah.
lot of alcohol,
Oh, yeah.
you have to provide food.
Amen. Very, very true. All right. Coming up next, the fans at the Ryder Cup are taking a lot of heat,
as they should be.
But isn't that what you want the fans at the Ryder Cup to do, to give you as much of a home course advantage as possible? We'll get into that next. First, let me tell you about Blue Ice Vodka. You got to try this stuff, folks. This vodka is great. Most vodka is made from corn. Blue Ice Vodka, which is made in Idaho, from Idaho potatoes and pure Snake River aquifer water, is made from potatoes. That means it's smoother, it's creamier, it has no burn, it's gluten-free, no added sugar, 64 calories per ounce. I could go on and on about how good this is, but really all you got to do is taste it. Once you taste it, you'll be hooked. And it comes in great flavors. Blue Ice Classic, double espresso, crafted from Arabica coffee, and my favorite, Huckleberry, which is Idaho's state fruit. This vodka's won more awards than I have time to tell you about. But if you remember anything about this ad, remember that you need, next time you're in a restaurant, next time you're buying vodka in a store, just try Blue Ice. It's available everywhere. Ask for it by name at all your favorite restaurants and bars. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters. Momo for Mason in Ireland, ESPN LA.
Big opinions, big laughs, and even bigger calf muscles. Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis.
For those listening at home, if you've seen Travis's calf muscles,
They're huge.
He
He's
could
Samoan.
360 windmill on a 10-foot court vertical right now.
From birth, I've been oddly
And it's
shaped
shocking.
below the knee.
My
Is it
goodness.
that weird? Do I look strange?
No, you don't look strange.
I was taken back.
You just have big calves.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp.
Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
You can tell Halloween is near by all the colorful Christmas lights. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
3 amazing cigars, spectacular spirits, and a feast fit for kings. Also, a live performance by Martini Kings. Smoking good times, October 5th.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Land Rover Defender, October 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Bret Michaels' only SoCal engagement, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payments for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-717-4599. That's 800-717-4599. 800-717-4599.
2:32 on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. We've got an update.
So the Padres on their very final out. It's Xander Bogaerts. He has a 2-2 count. He got a strike earlier in his at bat because he stepped out of the batter's box. And so he got a...
they called a pitch clock violation in a playoff game in the 9th inning.
On the batter, 2 outs. They're up to their last out of the game here.
Yeah, and the Cubs are leading 3-1. And then 2 great games coming up. All these games are on the app, by the way. Yankees, Red Sox. How's that for a wild card series?
Gosh.
And then Dodgers, Reds at 6. We're actually going to carry the Dodgers, Reds over the air here on ESPN LA 710. And you can get all these games on the app, on the ESPN LA app, which is free. Oh, they rung him up.
It is a final.
Padres go down 3-1 the final. Cubs lead 1-0. So the Cubs can eliminate the Padres tomorrow, and the Tigers can eliminate the Indians tomorrow.
So these games are all at home.
Yeah. And so all 3 of these games are at Dodger Stadium. Hopefully only 2.
How does that work?
They've done it for 3 years. It's
I
their new
know.
format.
I'm just thinking that feels
Remember
a little
they used to
unfair.
have the one game
Yeah,
playoff?
the one game. I mean, this is better, and I guess they're trying to cut down on travel. But I don't know. It feels kind of unfair to the team that has to play on the road.
Yeah, but if you have the better record, then you have the home field.
Yeah, for 3 games, though.
Yeah, well, it's important.
Yeah.
That way you move on.
Yeah.
All right. As
And more so for the
Michael would say, let me ask you guys something. You guys check out the Ryder Cup at all?
A little bit, yeah. Especially the U.S. almost came back on the last day.
They
and I
almost
couldn't
put up
see
an
any of
unbelievable-
the Sunday comeback because I was at the Rams game.
Yeah, they were so bad on the first few days. They
Yeah.
just dug themselves too big of a hole to climb out of, but they almost climbed out of it. But one thing that was interesting, and the Ryder Cup is a little different. It's team golf. The fans are rowdy. They're into it. But our fans were bordering on disgusting. They were screaming at Tommy Fleetwood's wife because she's 20 years older than him.
Whoa!
They threw a beer at Rory McIlroy's wife.
Where was this held this year?
In Long Island, New York.
Okay, so
at
it's
Bethpage Black.
Okay.
So here's the one that really got me. The crowd started chanting "F you, Rory," except they were saying the F word, and the chant was pretty loud.
Wow!
And the chant was encouraged by the woman who had a microphone and was introducing the players.
Ooh!
So she resigned from her job. She
Good.
apologized, but making fun of Fleetwood's wife, throwing a beer at McIlroy's wife.
Come on.
F you, Rory chant. Afterwards, McIlroy was asked, you've played in 8 Ryder Cups.
Yeah.
What did you think about the way the American fans behaved over these 3 days in New York? And here's what he said.
I don't think we should ever accept that in golf. I think golf should be held to a higher standard than what was, than what was seen out there this week. Golf has the ability to unite people. Golf teaches you very good life lessons. It teaches you etiquette. It teaches you how to play by the rules. It teaches you how to respect people. And, sometimes this week we didn't see that. So, no, this should not be what is acceptable in the Ryder Cup. But, we will be making sure to say to our fans in Ireland in 2027 that, what happened here this week is not acceptable.
Chris, is he right?
So here's the thing. There's the other side that would say, oh, golf needs to loosen up. But golf is what it is, and the etiquette is what it is, and the Ryder Cup is considered something of, there should be a little bit more class than that. And the Americans, here's the thing, and Travis made this point yesterday. The Ryder Cup stopped being important to America, 25 years ago?
Yeah, they've won 4 times.
Exactly. So either we just don't do it anymore and just say, yeah, we're not good at this anymore, or we act with a little bit more class. And
I think I hit the nail on the head last week when I said the Americans treat it like the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Travis made your point, yeah.
The Euros treat it like the NBA Finals.
Yes.
To them, it's super important. We change the captain every year, and then the captain hires a bunch of his friends to be the vice captains, and then it's all politics. And I thought our team was very low energy, wasn't into it at all. I thought the Europeans, every shot to them seemed life and death, and they deserved a win.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's ever I always say this. If you ever are wondering whether your behavior is out of line, apply the golden rule. Would you like it if somebody was doing this to you? And I don't think our players would have put up with that. I think if people would have come after Justin Thomas's wife, or gone after Scotty Scheffler's wife, that our players wouldn't have put up with that crap.
So,
and Tom Watson, who is one of the most famous golfers of all time, he basically came out and said, "I'm ashamed to be an American golfer right now." He tweeted at one point about that he was kind of in shock that everybody was allowing this to happen and nobody was saying anything. Here's what he tweeted. I'd like to congratulate Europe on their victory. Your team play the first few days was sensational. More importantly, I'd like to apologize for the rude and mean-spirited behavior from our American crowd at Bethpage. As a former player, captain, and as an American, I'm ashamed of what happened. I think he's right. Yes. I think Watson's right. The person who has a microphone, I MC a lot of stuff. I can't imagine anyone who's ever hired me to MC anything saying, go lead him in a chant of F you, Rory.
Right.
I mean, what are we doing here?
I think this is what happened. It's a mob mentality, right? So the mob starts doing something and everybody else kind of goes along with it because they don't have the guts to stand up to it.
Right.
And then it becomes like, oh, this is what we're doing. And it becomes acceptable. And it falls on, to me, the American golfers to say something. Like earlier in
how about the American golfers to care about anything?
Right. They all have press conferences every day. They should say something. The type of behavior that we heard from our fans is not okay. And, if you think you're cheering for the States by doing that, you're not. You're making our country look bad. Like, say something.
At one point, Scotty Scheffler played Rory McIlroy on the final day.
Yeah.
And Scheffler got him on the last hole. But at one point, it got so bad with Rory, he turned around and said, shut the F up.
Good.
I think Scotty should have been the one to say that.
He should have been.
Because then it ends.
By the way, there's
so Rory turned around and said that?
Yeah,
or Scotty?
Rory said it.
Scotty right next to the pin. It was class.
Absolutely. Scotty should have said it.
And here's the thing. Part of golf, too, is respect to the course. Bethpage Black is an amazing course that has hosted the U.S. Open a couple times. To act that way, listen, TPC in Scottsdale hosts the Waste Management, and the Waste Management gets rowdy, although it's been getting out of hand the last few years as well, and golf is wondering what to do about it on 17. You don't behave that way at a golf course.
No.
And again, if you completely disagree with us and you go, golf needs to loosen up, that's fine. I get to go to Riviera every year for the Genesis, and I behave there at Riviera. I'm not a member, but I'm attending it, and usually as media. But everybody who attends it respects the fact that you're at Riviera, which is an incredible course, an incredible club. Bethpage Black is a public club, but of course there's a sign on it that talks about how difficult the course is, and you can never play there unless you're a professional, basically. If you're attending and you're representing especially our country, you shouldn't behave that way. And if it's alcohol, then just don't drink as much.
I also think there's just basic things with fans.
Well, being a human being.
Okay, I was at the Dodger game when they played against Carlos Correa this year. He was on the Tigers at the time. And every time he got up, he got booed by the Dodger fans. And they were saying, like, let's bang on some, where's your trash can? Like, I mean, I think there were chants like that.
I think all that's okay.
All that's fair. There's a very big difference between booing Correa or saying, something referencing the Andal schedule.
But can you imagine
and saying F you, Correa?
Can you imagine?
Totally
how
different.
about this? Can you imagine the PA announcer at Dodger Stadium saying, "Let's hear it, F you, Correa"?
It's ridiculous.
I mean, just it's insane. And I hope that when they go to Ireland in 2 years, that the British fans don't return the favor. But if they do, we did it to ourselves.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure our guys care. I
don't think anybody does anymore.
Yeah, and
maybe they don't care because they keep losing.
Well, could
not
be.
just that. I think golfers make especially American golfers, make way too much money, and the Ryder Cup, they want to get paid a lot more for them to care, or else they don't need to care.
Yeah,
okay.
It's something's got to change. That's for sure. All right, coming up next, the final game of games for the month of September. Emily Hebel is tied with Steve Mason.
Okay.
If Emily wins this, she will win the month. She'll get $10,000 in mythical money in her first month as the producer of the Mason and Ireland
But
show.
what you don't realize is that Momo is here to play spoiler.
Yeah, Chris, you want to play or are you out of here? Okay, so Em, you got to get one more player, and it'll be me, Momo, Emily. It's Brian's game. Brian's games are always good.
Jacob's here. Jacob's going to play with us.
Oh, I love that. I didn't see Jacob. Okay, so Jacob and Ronnie, who's a good player, will be here, and we will do it next. Mason and Ireland, ESPN LA.
I think I should write.
Hold on, I got to talk about ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is, if you're hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter because it's free. And you can go there at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way. They don't leave anything to chance. So if you're trying to hire somebody, they'll use their powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. So go to that website. You can use it for free. Speed up your hiring process. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. How fast does it work? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So what are you waiting for? Go to that website, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
When McCarthy threw that pick six, I just popped on, and the number of people are like, it's amazing what happens when Colin Stallion's not on the sideline. I went in people's feeds that I barely speak to.
You were like, hey, troll.
I did actually say troll to somebody.
The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, Thursday, October 2nd, this Thursday, for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HPC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older. See you there Thursday.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay, and this football season, it's time to celebrate game day with Stella Rosa wines. From tailgates to touchdowns, Stella Rosa brings the flavor and excitement with your chance to win a trip to a major football game on January 1st. Prizes include game tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations, all covered by Stella Rosa. Sip, cheer, and celebrate all season long. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. Must be 21 years of age or older. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, no Mace today, but speaking of Jacob Imrani, he is here in studio and ready to play. Now, Jacob, this is a very big game of games.
Okay.
It's the last day of the month. If Emily wins, she wins the month in her first month as the producer Mason Irons. We can't have that happen.
Okay.
So me, you, or Momo has to step up and win this game.
I will step up.
And it is
let's tag team
irrational
this.
confidence.
It is Brian Cohen's game. Brian's games are always good. Brian, what do we got?
Well, MLB wildcard day, so we got a wildcard game
Oh,
game
I don't know if
for
I
you.
feel good about
All right,
this.
here we go.
All right, here we go. First one. Who were the first two teams to ever be named as a wild card? The Yankees and Rockies, Red Sox Braves, or Tigers and Reds?
Emily.
The Yankee one.
Yankees and Rockies. Ramona.
What was the second one? The Braves and
Red Sox and Braves.
Red Sox and Braves.
What's the one that hasn't been picked?
Tigers and Reds.
I'll go Tigers and Reds. Jacob?
Me too.
Tigers and Reds. Who is it, Brian?
Emily off to the lead. It is Yankees and Rockies.
Go Emily.
Coming for us.
Wow.
Okay.
Was that the year the Rockies went to the World Series?
That was 1995, the
I
first
think
year we
it might
had
have been,
wild
yeah,
card
okay.
teams. That's number two here. What was the first year each league had multiple wild card teams? So multiple wild card teams from both leagues. 2008, 2010, or 2012?
Momo.
12.
I'm going to go 8. Jacob.
2010.
Emily.
10.
2012.
Yay!
Momo.
I think this was late. I think this was like a recent development.
Okay.
And not by recent, we mean 13 years.
All right. Next one here. How many wild card teams have ended up making the World Series?
Okay.
13, 16, or 19?
Ooh.
I'm going to go 13. Jacob.
I will go 16.
Emily.
13.
Momo.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Ramona's
let's
got the
go.
lead.
Woo.
Did you get that? I got it. Okay. So everybody's on the
I
board
love you,
except
Em, but
me.
we're competitive.
Look out for the lucky loser, Emily. I
I'm
don't
going to be
have
the
any
Marlins
yet.
over here.
I have
I'm
one.
the
I have
Marlins
one.
against the Mets. Let's go.
Okay, here we go.
All right, next one. Out of those 16 wild card teams to make the World Series, how many of them went on to win the World Series? 2, 4, or 7?
Jacob.
4.
Emily.
7.
Ramona.
I think it's 2.
I'm going to go 4.
It's 7.
Is it 7? Really?
Emily, you got that?
That many?
That many.
John
okay.
is still a threat.
I am. I don't have any.
Shoot.
I did this last time Jacob was here.
Yes, you did it to me.
Okay. So Emily 2, Ramona 2, Jacob 1, John 0. Here we go.
All right, the Yankees and Red Sox face off in about 20 minutes here. How many times have they played each other in the playoffs before the game starts today? 3 times, 5 times, or 8 times?
In the playoffs.
Emily.
8.
Ramona.
I'm going to go with 5.
I'm going to try and miss this and say 3. Jacob.
5.
It is 5.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Momo
Because you
got
remember,
and
before
Jacob
it was
got
divisions, it would always have to just be one of them.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Ramona has 3, Emily has 2, and Jacob has 2, and John has 0. How many are left?
4 left, I believe.
Oh, it's a lot.
Come on,
okay,
Ireland.
let's go.
Sink to the bottom.
Let's go, Marlins. Come on.
Next one. Out of the 8 starting pitchers today in the wild card games, how many of them finished the year with a sub-3 ERA?
Ooh.
8, 6, or only 3 of them?
Ooh.
Ramona.
Interesting question. Interesting question. Let's go 6.
This is the one I feel the worst about. I'm going to go 3. Jacob.
I will go with 6.
Emily.
6.
It is 6.
Oh, John.
All right.
John's coming the
All
other
right.
way.
There's a
3
lot of
left.
good ERAs.
Ramona 4, Emily and Jacob 3, John 0 with 3
Oh,
left
man.
to go. All right, now, Emily, in your honor, I think I'm going to make an amendment to the rules. When we do the tiebreaker,
It's a good idea.
if it comes down to it, the person who wins the tiebreaker wins the game. Okay? That way I can't just tank the tiebreaker.
Seems a little
All right?
more fair that way.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Brian.
Next one here. The Dodgers hosting wildcard teams, the Reds, today as the NL West champs. How many times were the Dodgers themselves a wildcard team?
Ooh.
7, 5, or 3?
Ooh.
Momo.
I'm going to say 3.
I definitely don't think it's 7, so I'm going 7. Jacob.
I will go with 5.
Emily.
5.
3 times.
Yes!
Oh, Momo's
Because they always
got a
win the
big
division.
lead. Now, okay, Emily.
They won how many in a row?
Right. Emily, you gotta
2-game
go
lead.
opposite of Ramona with 2 to
Yes.
go. Ramona's got 5.
Oh, just don't
You
blow
guys
it,
got
Momo.
3, and I've got
Okay.
2. Hey, I'm still in
All
this. 2 left, Brian.
Okay.
2 left.
All right.
Next one here. Who has thrown a no-hitter in a wild card game?
Oh, good question.
Roy Halladay, the Astros as a team combined no-hitter, or nobody?
Ooh.
I know the answer to this one.
Don't think I know it.
The Momo, you go first.
I'm going to say the Astros as a team.
Okay. Emily.
Roy Halladay.
Jacob.
Who was the last one?
Nobody.
I will go with nobody.
I think Emily's right. I think it is
think you're
Halladay,
right.
so my guess is going to be nobody. What's the answer?
The answer is nobody.
Yes! Yes! Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did you get that?
No, I said
did.
the Astros.
I'm the only one who got
Yeah, Jacob
it.
did.
All right. So
Me and you.
Emily
got it.
is out. Her dream is dead. She has to split it with
I
Mason.
think Halladay did throw a
NLWC.
no
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, so do I get 5,000 and Mace gets 5,000? Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works. But now,
Mason can thank me later.
Ramona has.
I'm the
I
Marlins today.
I can't believe I got it right when I needed to get
Sorry,
it wrong.
John.
I thought Halladay had done it.
He did do it. It just wasn't the wild card game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ramona has 5, and Jacob, you have 4. So you have to go opposite of Ramona. What's the last one, Brian?
All right, Hunter Green starting for the Reds tonight.
Yep.
Played high school baseball right here in L.A.
Ooh,
County,
yes,
Notre
he did.
Dame High School. What was his senior year ERA?
Oh, come on. How am I going to know that?
0.27, 0.42, or 0.75?
27, 42, or 75, Momo?
2-7. Let's go.
All right, Jacob, you got to go 42 or 75?
I'm going to go James Worthy, baby. 42.
Brian?
0.75.
Oh, it's higher. Okay.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody
None of
got
us
it,
got it.
and Momo wins
You
the
win.
game. All right, let's do the tiebreaker just
All
for
right,
fun.
let's go.
What do you got?
Before today's game started, how many total wild card games have been played in MLB history?
Oh.
Okay. All right, I'm going to say... All right.
Repeat the question one more time.
How many total wild card games have been played in Major League Baseball history? All right. What number do you think, Jacob?
So that's in 5 and 5 and 30. I will say 88.
Momo?
I went 125.
Think that might be good. M?
60.
I went 69. What's the answer, Brian?
81.
Wow.
Jacob, right there.
Wow.
Right on it. Very good.
Yeah, that's probably right because there's this
used
is
to only be
recent.
one,
yeah,
too,
it used to
yeah.
only be
All
one.
right, Jacob, I don't know what this is, but Emily wants me to ask you about the LA Italian Festival.
Yes.
What is that?
So on October 4th, this weekend on Saturday, we are going to be a proud sponsor at the Italian Food Festival that's at 1651 Highland.
Okay, I think if I have this, I may be confusing it with something else, but I think Jimmy Kimmel used to be a part of this.
That's correct.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, that's my understanding. And it's it's like a great night. It's fun. It's a 4 to 10 p.m. A lot of food, a lot of dancing, a lot of people coming out, a lot of forget about it.
Yeah.
So it's
Where is
pretty
this?
exciting. It's on Highland, 1651 North
Okay.
Highland Avenue.
All right.
Is that like by
can people
Hollywood
just,
Island?
Can people
Yeah.
just Google LA Italian Festival for more
Absolutely.
info?
Yes,
Okay.
or reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to forward you all the information. It's just a fun. We like to give back to to
Like
the
a street
community.
fair kind of fun
Yes.
thing. All right.
Yeah, but with
food and-
Italian food.
Yeah,
Yes,
sounds
Italian
good.
food,
If I
Italian
wasn't
music.
stuck in San Francisco, I would be at this event. But our hotel in San Francisco is right down the street. I'm not kidding. From a place that all they sell is grilled cheese sandwiches.
Really?
It's a
What's the
restaurant.
name of it?
It's called like grilled cheese or something. I mean,
Okay.
but it's
Right on the nose.
right there, and all you do, you can put anything else you want in it, but like you just. So I will be eating grilled cheese sandwiches on Saturday
I'm
night.
a big grilled cheese person
too.
because I have a 6-year-old
That's
that
yum.
lives on those.
But a whole night of it, 6 hours of Italian food.
Do they
Sounds
do
pretty
like the
dang good.
mayonnaise on the?
Whatever you ask them to do.
No,
they'll do
because like the big secret to making grilled cheese is mayonnaise on the outside, and that's when you caramelize it. It tastes better. I used to do butter on the outside, but
Yeah.
apparently mayonnaise is even
mayo
better.
is the way to go.
And there is to get your free ticket, I was just told, is you can go to laitalianfestival.com and use the code Jacob2025.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
And you
so
might get a free ticket.
You get a free ticket.
Okay,
Correct.
so-
laitalianfestival.com. Use code Jacob2025 at checkout.
There you go. We're taking care of you people, getting you in for free. Jacob, great to see you as always.
Nice to see you guys.
Coming up next, Super Crosstalk, ESPN LA.
Big opinions, big laughs, and even bigger calf muscles. Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis.
For those listening at home, if you've seen Travis's calf muscles,
They're huge.
He
He's
could
Samoan.
360 windmill on a 10-foot court from vertical right now.
From birth, I've been oddly
And it's
shaped
shocking,
below the knee. Is it
Goodness.
that weird? Do I look strange?
No, you don't look strange.
I was
Come on.
taken back.
You just have big calves.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
You can tell Halloween is near by all the colorful Christmas lights. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
3 amazing cigars, spectacular spirits, and a feast fit for kings. Also, a live performance by Martini Kings. Smoking good times, October 5th.
Number 2.
We're giving away a Land Rover Defender, October 30th.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Bret Michaels' only SoCal engagement, November 21st, only at Morongo.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
At
Pedigo Yorba Linda, we believe riding should be safe, simple, and fun. That's why every Pedigo comes with CPSC certified safety features, UL certified batteries, and the confidence of a 5-year warranty, the best in the industry. Choose from more than 20 models, including EBC brand bikes built right here in Southern California. Customize your e-bike from bottle cage carriers to bike lifts and pet and child carriers. Whether you're renting, buying, or just need service, visit Pedigo Yorba Linda at 20355 Yorba Linda Boulevard or PedigoYorbaLinda.com.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
All right, in honor of Mace, woo, 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 woo. All right, Trav, how you feeling tonight?
Good.
The lineup's out.
Yes.
Kike in.
I told you.
Miguel Rojas out.
Yeah, I thought that's what they do.
What, do they think Kike has a magical power to transform?
Does he not?
We'll find out tonight, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's had the magical power for several. I mean, he's done it multiple times with the Dodgers. He did it with the Red Sox when he was there briefly in the postseason. So, yeah, I'm optimistic. DeAndre was just asking a few minutes ago, like, how, what do the Reds do well? And what the Reds do well is they have good starting pitching. The Dodgers have better starting pitching. So the Dodgers kind of check all of the boxes, but who knows, man? One error. One bad at bat in a key situation, and this stuff turns like that. So
How
I'm
fast does Hunter
cautiously
Green throw?
optimistic. 103 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Fast.
103
Although-
miles
and
an
he's
hour.
kinda
That kid can pitch.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
he can.
Yeah.
And this is the year he's sort of figured it out.
Cannon.
He was always like,
Although, didn't the Dodgers light him up earlier
They
this year,
did.
Trav?
He pitched 5 innings against him. I think they scored 4 runs against him. I think he had 6 or 7 hits. So they hit him, but that doesn't mean he can't go out there today and pitch 7 or 8 innings and only give up a run or two. So we'll see. I mean, you look at the game so far today, everything's been close. Playoff games are always close. They're very rarely blowouts. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm remaining positive, but
There you go.
I reserve the right to become my typical self and go dark after an inning or two.
what's going on over here?
What?
You got like a
Oh,
mallet?
he's Judge DeMarco.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. This is
I feel like you're doing
DeMarco,
some
Emily
wrist
asked us a
exercises.
question earlier in the show, and
What's
I'm
up?
curious what your opinion of. I'm a Kyron Williams fan. I like him a
Yeah.
lot. But every time he fumbles, every football coach I've ever met hates fumbling more than anything.
It's the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't
just
do it.
like Marty Schottenheimer say, if you fumble, you can't play for me.
Can't do it.
Jim
Yeah.
Mora, my old buddy who I did a radio show with, said, if a guy fumbles twice in one game, you can't put him back in.
Yeah. Who was that guy that Jimmy Johnson cut? Swerving Curvin.
Yeah, because he fumbled.
He fumbled once, gone.
Yeah.
Yes, out. Yes.
So is Kyron's fumbling, especially considering they have a good backup in Blake Corum, in jeopardy of putting him on the bench?
Oh, yeah. I mean, anything, if he fumbles, anytime the ball hits the deck in relation to Kyron Williams, you have to factor in last year and all that, the stuff that we went through. It costs you games, period. You just can't have it. So he's on thin ice to begin with. But I will say this. That was a hell of a play by that safety. I mean, I think that's going to be a fumble no matter who you're trying to hand that to. He blew that up. That timing was perfect. And they gave the fumble to Stafford. They didn't give it to Kyron.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the guy blew it up. But you're right. I mean, anything. Kyron knows. Everybody knows. If you put it on the deck again and they put Corum in, you may not get your job back.
Is there like a bullpen guy who all of a sudden never gives up home runs, starts giving up home runs, and it gets in your head a little bit? Is there
Sometimes.
something about that with fumbling?
Absolutely. What was his name? Amon Green, the running back
Oh, yeah.
from Green Bay.
Yeah, out of Nebraska.
Okay,
Yeah.
he had a sweating problem. This is legit. He sweat too much, so the ball got slick. So they figured out by putting some sleeves on his arms, you could hold the ball better. So it could be a lot of things. But for most guys with Kyron, he does lose focus. When you're in traffic, he's trying to do too much. He's pressing.
Right.
Ball gets away from his body. Boop, it comes out.
All right. Thursday night, the 49ers come in here, and the 49ers have played well against the Rams over the years. I think in their last 10 games are something like 8-2. But Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have a reputation of being two of the better people at those jobs. Shanahan's well-respected. Lynch is well-respected. They both have long-term contracts. They've kind of put the Niners back on the map. DeMarco, I think I can make an argument that they have screwed up the quarterback position something fierce. Remember, they traded a whole bunch of stuff to move up to take Trey Lance. And then they end up cutting him. They end up playing Brock Purdy.
Got lucky.
But I don't necessarily like Purdy's passer rating is way down. His injuries are up.
Yeah.
He's a smaller guy. Do they deserve criticism for the way they've handled their quarterback situation?
But it doesn't erase how good of a coach Shanahan has been or an executive that Lynch has been. Kind of like the Dodgers, right? You're going to have one hiccup
right
amongst all, a great run of good decisions. But, yeah, I
Tanner
think
Scott, Kirby Yanks.
Exactly. I think the Trey Lance selection was the biggest mistake they made. I think Brock Purdy is better than most people think.
Yeah, they found him at the end of the draft.
He saved the whole thing. But I think they missed their window. I really do. I think they missed their window. They're going to start to hemorrhage players once you pay your quarterback. That's what you're seeing right now.
All right, let's pivot back to the Dodgers since the game starts in 3 hours. If the Dodgers were to lose this series to the Reds, is there any part of this season you would consider successful, or is it a complete failure?
There's one part that's successful, but it's the only part that's successful. It's Shohei winning another MVP.
Yeah.
Him reestablishing himself as a pitcher.
Yes. That he went from what he did last year, 50-50. He reset the Dodger home run mark. He's going to go 2 for 2 in MVPs. Like Momo said, he not just got back healthy pitching again. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. So that is a check-the-box, unmitigated success, but that's it. That's the end of the line. There's no other qualifiers.
Player by player, okay?
There's one other.
Mookie, disappointing year.
Yeah.
Got better
Freddie,
towards the end.
He did.
Yeah, Freddie, somewhat disappointing year.
When you look, Freddie's kind of had a Freddie year. Like when it's like the back of the baseball card at Baseball Reference, it's been there's one other guy that had a really good year, but it doesn't change. Andy Pajas had a monster season.
Breakout year for him.
He had a monster season.
Right.
He's hit, I think, 25 or 6 home runs. His OPS is nearly 800. Like he's had a really good season.
I thought Will Smith had a good. I thought he had a good year.
He did, but he got hurt again. And it just like most Will Smith seasons, and I'm a huge fan of his. It started off great, and then it's just started. It's catcher.
Just wears down.
Yeah, you're back there getting beat up.
Do you have like a success for the Dodgers if they don't win this year? Because I'm racking my brain. Starters, no. Bullpen, hell no.
I actually think there is.
Roki, no.
There
Kershaw?
is merit in winning the division title every single year like they do. So I don't think the season will be an unmitigated disaster. Only one team can win. Which, by the way, is why I wouldn't celebrate every time you win a frickin', it makes no sense to me. But let me ask you this.
But if they get to the NLCS or the World Series and lose, I think what you're saying is
more palatable.
I'll say this too.
But
I think Kershaw is because he was healthy this year.
Yeah.
And
he
was
pitched
really
great.
On that subject, Trav, does it make sense to you that Trinan is on the postseason roster and Kershaw is not?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Explain it to me.
So Kershaw pitched on Sunday, right? He pitched 5 1/3 innings on Sunday. He basically had a full workload on Sunday.
Yep.
So he wasn't going to pitch today. He wasn't going to pitch tomorrow.
Yeah, but would be available Thursday if you needed him.
Potentially available Thursday. I think that when you're talking about going to guys in the bullpen in this situation, I don't think you're going to see Trinan very much, if at all, in this series. I think you're going to see Glasnow. I think you're going to see Sheehan. I think you're going to see Sasaki. I think you're going to see these guys. But I think Trinan is still one of those guys that Roberts is going to go to as the first guy once you've used the other guys. And I think they have Kershaw in mind for the next series, assuming they get there.
I just think it's risky.
It is.
Putting Trinan into any type of situation. He's just
even if there are 5 runs.
I'm a Trinan fan. This year, he doesn't have it.
No, he doesn't. But
don't put him out there.
What is Andrew Friedman and Dave Roberts have said this ad nauseum since really like the middle of July, and they've kept saying it, and they haven't wavered from it. They believe in the talent. They believe in the guys' resumes. They believe in guys that have been through it before. And Trinan is all of those things. I think they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be their first
Scott
move, second move. He is.
I mean, I just who gives you less confidence when they come onto the mound these days?
Kirby Yates.
Wait, he's not on the roster.
Right.
He's injured.
Yeah.
He has a hamstring injury. Air quotes.
So I'll leave you.
Believe in the due theory, though. They're due. They are due.
No.
I think you're going to get a lot of Sasaki, a lot of Sheehan in this series. You're going to get a decent amount of Glasnow. I think you'll see Robleski before you see those other guys. you're way down the list before you're going to get to Trinan.
Okay, I'll leave you this. The Angels fired their manager again today.
He didn't really manage most of this year.
Yeah,
No.
but then they fired the interim guy, and the jury's still out on Perry Manazian, the GM. We don't know if he's staying or not. But one of the people that they are considering to be the manager next year is Albert Pujols, who is still being paid $1 million a year as part of that 10-year
Might as well get something out of him.
$1 million contract.
Put him to
Good
work.
idea or bad
to
idea
work.
to let Pujols manage the
Oh, my
How
God.
bad could it be?
What's he been doing?
I don't think it's a terrible idea.
He knows baseball.
Instant credibility
Yeah, he loves
because of
baseball.
who he is.
Yeah.
He'll have the players' attention. But do I think he will be a difference in them being good or not? No.
No, not unless they get a new owner.
No.
A couple other names being thrown
Good
around:
job, Brady.
Michael Young,
Gaucho.
or Torrey Hunter.
Michael Young's been around a lot of different teams. Michael Young is incredibly well respected.
Yeah.
He's really smart. He was one of those guys that they had tabbed as a future manager,
Yeah,
even
he's
while he was
awesome.
still playing. I get it. There's only 30 of those jobs. But if I were Michael Young, another opportunity will show up. I would run for the
I'm
hills.
telling you, if
before I
Torrey
take the-
Hunter, who is like one of the greatest
Yep.
guys I've ever been around in baseball,
Yeah,
like
and so fun,
slammed
so
it.
high
Wasn't he on the
energy.
staff this year though?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he had some kind of.
I think he
Oh, did he?
works for the team, but I
Yeah.
don't think he was in the dugout.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he'd
It
be.
doesn't matter. Like I think any of those three guys would be really good choices, but I don't think it matters. They've had, I think, 6 people manage that
Yeah.
team since Mike Scioscia left 6 years ago.
Yeah, and the fish stinks from the head. I
Yeah.
mean, I've
Why
already
don't they get Scioscia back?
11
At this point?
11 straight years of losing seasons.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you know how long Mike Scioscia managed that team? I was just reading it a few minutes
25
ago.
years.
19.
Wow.
Yeah,
he
very
managed
good
the
run.
Angels for 19
And do you know
years.
that he lives? Do you know where he lives?
He lives in Thousand Oaks or something
Thousand
like that, right?
Oaks.
Yeah, and used to commute.
Yeah.
Commuted every single day from Thousand Oaks to Anaheim.
I can relate.
All right. Well, the Dodgers.
I can relate.
Dodgers taking. But by the way, when you drive home tonight,
Yes.
the Dodger game will be on.
Yes.
Fired up on your phone so you can keep one eye on it, or
So,
do you listen to the game on the radio?
My son lives in Mar Vista,
Yeah.
so I'm
Okay.
shooting over to his house to watch
There
the
you go.
game.
Yeah,
Smart
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Smart. All right.
Yeah.
Go Dodgers. Trav and DeMarco coming up next. ESPN LA.
710 ESPN is giving you a chance to win $1